That's why Depend is teaming up with the Prostate Cancer Foundation to encourage screening, because health is a long game and it's yours to win. Now, here's the cool part. Through November, Depend is contributing up to $300,000 to prostate cancer research by donating 25 cents for every purchase of Depend Shields, Guards, and Real Fit products. Void in Mississippi? Learn more at depend.com.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Broadway in Tucson presents the 20th anniversary season featuring 7 Tucson premieres, including Disney's Beauty and the Beast, Hell's Kitchen, Moulin Rouge, The Wiz, Back to the Future, Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and more. Secure your signature season tickets today and get the best seats at the lowest prices. Visit BroadwayInTucson.com and secure your 2025-2026 season tickets today.
Proof Artisanal Pizza and Pasta, featuring delicious handcrafted pizza specialties like Polynesian pie, buffalo chicken, veggie pie, pesto chicken, baked potato, mushroom, and artichoke, just to name a few. Hungry yet? Try their handcrafted pastas. Carbonara Rustico, Feelin' Blue, Chicken Piccata, Green Machine. The list goes on. Proof offers pizza and pastas in gluten-free or vegan options. Want more? Proof's Artisanal
Covers your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe.
Right. DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
And we're coming to you live from Showtime Cards here on the East Side, East Speedway. It is our first Wildcard Wednesday. We're going to be doing a number of these shows, one per month here out at Showtime Cards, the premier place to get your trading cards here in southern Arizona. And pleased to start off the show being joined by the owner here at Showtime Cards, George Maries. And George, please appreciate you having us out here. How many years is this now for you guys, Showtime Cards here on East Speedway?
Well, first of all, thank you for coming out. It's been a while. It's been 27 years now.
Wow. 27 years. What got you going in the card industry?
So I've always collected cards. I grew up in LA, big sports town, and I always collected cards.
If you can tell, folks, just by his Showtime Cards jersey, you walk in, you might think he's wearing a Dodgers jersey.
Everybody does.
Because it looks like a Dodgers jersey.
Yep. And I've always collected, and I came down here to go to school, University of Arizona,
okay.
And I figured I'd open a card shop because I was doing very well at shows, and I thought I'd do it, for 3 years, graduate, and get a real job, grow up and get a real job. And here we are, 27 years later, still doing well and breaking records every single year.
So you opened this shop while you were still in college?
Yes. Yep.
Wow.
I was 24 years old, and I started school late, and
okay.
So
you weren't like an 18-year-old college student. You were a little bit older.
I was a little bit older, and I recommend no, I better stop that. Yep. So, and we've grown every year. Every year we're breaking records, and there's a big resurgence in cards right now. It's really exciting. Great time of being in the hobby. I was just in Chicago a month ago, and Tom Brady was there, and he announced he's opening 60 card shops across the country.
Is that right?
Yeah, one every month for 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a great thing because it brings a lot of attention to our hobby, but it's kind of a double-edged sword. We're competing against Tom Brady now.
So what's the essence? I mean, for people that maybe don't understand what this business is, how it works, what are you trying to do? I mean, you have cards, you're trading cards, you try to get a hold of a Met card and maybe sell that card to someone else. Is that the essence of the card business?
Yes. I mean, it really starts as trading cards. It's for fun. It's you collect your favorite players, but now it's gotten on to so. The best way to explain it is it's kind of like fine art for a sports geek. It really is.
Okay.
So these cards, they're rarity. Some of these are 1-in-1s. They're numbered, and then you get them graded, professionally authenticated. So a PSA 10 is a gem mint, a perfect, flawless card, and that's a treasure. That's what people want. So recently, one of the cards. The highest modern day card sold, it was a Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, dual and logo tag, the tag they were on the uniform, autographed, 1 of 1. It sold for $12.9 million.
Wow.
Yeah, record. So there's a lot of money in the hobby right now.
$12.9 million. That is crazy for sure. So when you started it to where it is now, how has this changed? And you've always been in this location?
We have.
Yeah.
We've been in this plaza. We just expanded. We started a single suite, and now we're at 3 suites.
So this is
almost.
3. So this is you took over 2 more suites here in this particular plaza. So when you started, what did, like you said, you thought it would be 3 years. What made, after those 3 years and you graduated from college, what made you decide to continue to do this here in Tucson versus go back home?
LA, there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of money there, so I didn't want to compete with those guys. When I opened, there was still a thing called Yellow Pages back then. And I remember ripping out the page out of the Yellow Pages. There was 12 hobby shops back then, and now it's just us. There's a smaller store, but ultimately we won. What made me keep going is we were just successful. We just kept, growing, getting better. There's a thing that's really doing tremendous. It's called Pokemon. But Pokemon
we were talking about that
actually saved our shop.
I know nothing about Pokemon.
No, it's huge. That's another beast itself, But Pokemon saved our shop back in '99.
Wow.
And it's just been, and I remember thinking, I better watch my inventory on this. One of these days, this thing's going to die off and drop off. And here we are. It's just going crazy.
That is unbelievable. George Marius is our guest. He's the owner-operator here at Showtime Cards. We're at 5801 East Speedway Boulevard. We're going to be out here once every month. I believe it's going to be mostly the first Wednesday of most months, but first Wednesday this week was a holiday week, so we're out here the second Wednesday of every month. We're going to be doing box breaks.
Yes.
Now, for somebody that has no idea what a box break is, how do you explain that to them?
So basically it's you put out product, which are boxes of sports cards, and you divvy it up by teams. So there's 30 teams per league, and you divvy it up. So let's say you figure out the price of these boxes cost X amount. They cost $500. You divide it by 30 teams, and then you randomize the teams, and you say, hey, you get all the cards that the Yankees get. I get all the cards the Dodgers get, and so forth. And then we open them live, card by card, pack by pack, and whatever cards are pulled, and you own that team, that's what cards you get. It's a lot of fun. That's kind of taken over. It's a great community. People chat on there, and you can pull. The other day someone pulled a $3,000 card, a Superfractor, and we bought it from them.
So now, when you say you create these teams, so like I'm from Cleveland, so I would get, say my team was the Guardians, I would get all the Guardians cards no matter what box I have, or
so the ones we do mostly are random teams.
Okay.
So you get whatever team is randomized to you, and you could trade for the Guardians. Nobody usually wants the Guardians or the Browns, so that might be an easy one.
Oh, shot to my ego there.
But there are pick your teams, so they actually sell the team. They sell it by the teams, and they price it out per teams. And usually what determines that price is the rookie cards, and that drives a lot of the value.
And we were talking when I first got here. I've been here before. You have a tremendous relationship. A lot of athletes will come in here. You'll do events with them. When did that start? Was that something that started right away with your business? Is that something that's kind of happened over the years?
It did. The companies used to support it a lot, like it was Fleer and Upper Deck. They would bring athletes. But now it's kind of us on our own. And with the new NIL deals, we can actually bring these college athletes.
NIL
NIL deals. So we bring a lot of the Arizona basketball players in here. We've had, Benedict Matherin, Dalen Terry. You were here with Levi Wallace.
Yeah,
that was great.
Tucson High and Buffalo Bills, Pittsburgh Steelers. Who's the most famous athlete that's ever been in the store?
I mean, Ben Wallace last year made the finals.
Ben Wallace.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sorry, not Ben Wallace. Benedict Matherin.
Oh, Ben Matherin.
Ben
okay.
Matherin. Yep. He was in the finals last year. with the Pacers. So, but
I remember. I think him and Dalen did a show. Were here like right after that season ended, before they went into the draft. The three of them, and Christian, I believe, might have been with them as well.
Yeah, Christian Coloco as well.
I remember that day out here as well. 520-848-1290 is our number. If you've got any questions potentially on card trading and all of that, George is definitely the guy. I'm not the guy to answer those questions because I have no idea. I was one of those traders growing up. J-Dub, in fact, our producer, he sent me a picture. He has like loads of boxes that he still has in his place. I was one of those guys that I opened up a pack. I was looking for my favorite players, and that was all I wanted. I would get rid of all the other cards. But when did you trade as a kid?
What
was
absolutely.
How did that work for you?
Yeah, we traded cards. We pitched cards. It was like you'd pitch a card closest to the wall, gets
exactly.
the ball.
Yeah.
But the corners are all dinged up, and now it's all about the condition. Yeah, I just grew up. We used to go to the games. So I used to go to the Dodger games, LA Dodger games. My dad had me keep score. Back in the days, you kept score.
Yeah.
My father was a beer drinker, so two beers. So I'd keep score. At the end of the game, he would take me to the souvenir stand before they had these elaborate team shops, and he'd be like, "Son, get something you want." And one time I seen a pack. It was a team set of the Dodgers. I think it was 1981. Fernando Valenzuela.
Oh wow!
And I bought a card. I bought the pack. And I flipped it over to the back, and they had stats. Me keeping score of every game, I was like, whoa, these, not only the pitcher card, they also have stats. And that was it. I fell in love with cards, and here we are.
You and I come from I think probably the same generation. I spent some time growing up in Los Angeles in the late 70s. Those teams with Davey Lopes and Steve Garvey and Bill Russell and Reggie Smith and Dusty Baker and those teams in the 70s. It would always seem like they always played the Phillies in the NLCS and the Yankees in the World Series. I mean, that was a great time to be a Dodger fan.
It was a great time, yep. And that was the infield exactly of the Dodgers. Yeah, it was wonderful.
Ron Say, obviously, the Penguin on the hot corner as
Dusty
well.
Dusty Baker was in there. And
Tommy Lasorda in his early days as the manager after taking over from Walt Alston back there in the 70s. A great time for sure to be a Dodger fan. You guys are open 11 to 6 most days, 11 to 7 on Fridays, and then 12 to 4 on at noon, noon to 4, I should say, on Sundays. What's hot right now? What's the hottest thing right now in terms of, like, we're in the NFL season. Is there a hot NFL card or something that's happening right now?
Yeah, the rookie, the young man from Washington Commanders, Jaden
Daniels.
Jaden Daniel is tremendously hot. He was one win from the Super Bowl last year. So his rookie cards were last year, 2024. He's very hot. But we still sell more baseball cards than anything else. Think people associate sports cards with baseball cards. So we sell a ton of baseball cards and my Dodgers sell very well, So and last year was a tremendous World Series. You had the Dodgers and the Yankees, so that's big for sports in general, but also for our hobby.
So, is there a Freddie Freeman Grand Slam card? Did they make a card for that?
They actually did. Topps made it. They call them the Topps Now, so they do the picture of it now, and they produce those to how many sales they get online. Yeah.
That's crazy to think about that. And you mentioned obviously now it's about the condition of the card. So I don't have children, so I don't know. But do kids still collect like they did maybe when you and I were growing up? And do they feel like you mentioned pitching cards against the wall?
No,
like
totally.
they don't do that anymore.
No, totally different. They know the condition and the value of these cards. And you see some of these kids at shows, a 15-year-old kid carrying $5,000 in their pocket and buying cards, So they actually, I was just thinking about it. Shohei Ohtani is one of the biggest things to hit sports cards in a long time. His cards are insane, the values, and he's just well loved.
In terms of just like, say, local market, cards for Arizona football and basketball and some of the other teams, is the college market grown at all in that respect?
It has. Yep. People, so they have licenses for college, and they make these cards with the college players now with the NIL agreements. So our guy, like T-Mac, was hot last year, and he still is.
That's
playing
awesome.
with the Panthers.
With the Carolina Panthers.
Yep.
And if you have not heard, we are your official Southern Arizona home for Carolina Panthers football. You can hear all the games right here on Wildcats Radio 1290 with Tetro McMillan out of the University of Arizona, Lathan Ransom out of South Point Catholic High School, both rookies on that team. The Panthers will be out here in the desert this Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals. So listen to the game right here on 1290. Our coverage, I believe, on Sunday starts at noon with the pregame show, and then kickoff at 1 o'clock. We'll have you all the way through to the postgame show as well. George Maris and all the great folks out here. So what else do we have? If people come in the store, I see much more than cards here. I see comic books you've got going on here. Tell the folks exactly everything they've got that you guys have got in the store here.
Primarily, we do cards, and we do sports cards and gaming cards. Gaming cards are Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh! That's just a big part of our business. And that people always ask, like, what sells more? Right now, it's probably 50-50. You know, the Pokemon sells just as much as your football cards. Comic books did really well up until COVID. They stopped making the movies, and that's really what drives comic books because they relate it with the movies, and that kind of died off. So we're kind of getting out of that business and just focusing on cards, both sports cards and gaming cards.
Now, Superman is big this year. Is there anything happening around the new Superman movie at all you mentioned?
It was great. I mean, it was a fun movie. I went and watched it, and I think that's what we're going to be for Halloween. And the dog you see running around, he's going to be Crypto.
Oh, well, yeah. He kind of looks like Crypto right there. Absolutely.
So,
and some jerseys. You got jerseys here, too?
We do. We do clothes.
Yeah.
We do jerseys. I used to have a clothing company called T-Town, so that's kind of relaunching back up, and we'll bring in sports jerseys, Kobe's, Michael Jordan, and all kinds of good stuff.
We were kind of joking about the whole Pokemon Go phenomenon that took hold here early. I remember when I first moved here in 2008, that was a big thing. You'd see people walking around parks with their phones looking for all kinds of things. Was that also connected to the card?
It was.
Part of it? Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. That kind of, it just connected everybody. You know, if you did the Pokemon Go, you wanted to collect the cards, so they come in here and it was a great time. And that lasted all the way till like 2017. Then it slows down a bit, and right now Pokemon's the hottest it's ever been.
Nice.
And we've had tremendous runs with that.
Now, we're here, obviously, Wednesdays, once a month on Wednesdays. You guys are on, is it every Thursday night you're out at Casino del Sol for Soul Sports?
We are, yep.
So tell what's going on out there at Soul Sports on Thursdays for Thursday Night Football?
So we just talked about breaks, these live breaks.
Right.
We're actually going to do live breaks on Thursday Night Football at the Soul Sports, which is their sports book at the Casino del Sol. They have one of the brewing company. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say, but it's the big brewing company. They're going to sponsor it, and they're going to do a lot of giveaways, like really cool stuff, merch, like not just shirts, but they're going to give away like these elaborate coolers, all kinds of stuff. So every Thursday we'll be there from 4 to 7 doing a live break, and you could hop on it. You could watch it live on our stream on Facebook, or you can go there and try to win a lot of cool prizes.
Awesome. George Maris is here. We're at his shop. It is Showtime Cards. We're on Speedway here in East Tucson. We're going to have much more with George coming up a little bit later. Also, coming up next on the show, we're going to talk some Arizona volleyball. Head coach Trita Stubbs will join us. The ladies went on the road to Boise and got a clean sweep of the Boise tournament over the weekend, so we'll talk to Coach Stubbs about that. DK on the Sports Tip live from Showtime Cards. It's Wildcard Wednesday. We're going to have some box breaks later in the show. Coming up for you right now, Cricket's getting you home every 20 minutes on the fives with your traffic and your weather.
From the Auto Nation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together. Collisions reported at Tangerine and La Cholla and Tangerine, Ina and Thornydale and Ina. Some busy travel westbound on Ajo, approaching Mission, also on Keno Parkway near I-10. There's a very slight chance of showers this afternoon, mostly sunny and 98 tomorrow, 102 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by Rooter Ranger 24/7 Plumbing, Sewer, and Drains. For fast, affordable plumbing and emergency drain services, call Rooter Ranger and get out of plumbing danger. RooterRanger.com.
888-7-RANGER. Get you out of plumbing danger.
Tobacco Barn presents the continuing saga of Captain Tobacco.
My hero!
To advertise up to 40% off at Tobacco Barn, paying no city or state sales tax, and saving up to $3 off with a coupon at TobaccoBarnTucson.com, I'm going to jump from this airplane at 30,000 feet.
I hope he's careful.
It's Tucson's only place to save up to 40% on all your favorite tobacco products.
Wahoo!
You'll pay no city or state sales tax because they're on the reservation.
Wait, where's the ripcord?
And save up to another $3 off with a coupon at TobaccoBarnTucson.com.
Oh no, he forgot his parachute.
I did it! Hooray! That's why I'm Captain Tobacco!
Captain, you seem a little shorter.
I prefer vertically challenged, my dear.
Tobacco Barn, Nogales Highway just south of Valencia. Check TobaccoBarnTucson.com.
Or did everyone else get taller?
Oh, brother.
Paid for by term provider. Premiums will vary. Plans depend on age, location, and other factors. Visit bigloot.com.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-555-1509. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-555-1509. That's 800-555-1509. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-555-1509. 800-555-1509.
Oh, no, not the sink. Not now.
Plumbing issues can put your life on pause. But with anytime emergency scheduling, the neighborly Done Right promise, and more, Mr. Reuter Plumbing will have your life flowing again in no time.
All fixed.
Much better.
Mr. Reuter is proud to cheer on the Cats. Mention this ad for 10% off any plumbing service. A win for the whole family. Bear down, Arizona.
Mr. Reuter Plumbing,
a neighborly company. Why do Tucson drivers choose Oro Ford? It's the exclusive Oro Ford Advantage. I'll break it down for you. Save 2% on taxes right off the top. No expensive dealer add-ons, no gimmicks. When I say $6K off MSRP on Explorers, that's every Explorer, not just select models. I will meet or beat any out-the-door price or pay you $500 cash. I'm Alex Medina. We're proud to bring you the exclusive Oro Ford Advantage.
Not available in all states. Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary. Consult with your financial professional prior to enrollment.
Roger and Tracy F. saved over $18,400. Cynthia was recovering from a family tragedy and saved over $10,300. If you're overwhelmed by credit card debt, then call Debt Blue. Debt Blue is a professional debt negotiation firm helping people pay back only a fraction of the debt they owe. Learn how to cut your debt up to half or maybe more. Be debt-free in 24 to 48 months, even with bad credit, with an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. 30 seconds. Debt Blue offers a success guarantee. You pay nothing unless your debt is reduced or completely resolved. Call now for significant debt relief. 800-200-1011. 800-200-1011. That's 800-200-1011. This program works if you owe $10, $20, or even $100,000. Call now for your free consultation. 800-200-1011. 800-200-1011.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. We are coming to you live from Showtime Cards here on East Speedway. It is Wildcard Wednesday, and now we're going to talk some Arizona volleyball with the head coach of the Arizona Wildcats joining us now, Charita Stubbs, and good road trip. Coach Stubbs up to Boise and the Boise Idaho State tournament. What'd you like about the way the club played in sweeping all 3 games up there?
I like the schedule that they gave us, and thank you for having me on, by the way. I should say that
Absolutely.
first, so. But I like the format of the schedule that we had. I think that lined up to be favorable for us, having to face Oregon State first. That was a match that we knew that was a club and program that we were familiar with, being in the Pac-12 with them before. So we knew that they would play against us a certain kind of way. And then having the home team play on the second day, which meant we were warmed up for it and started out not looking very pretty at times, but I love the fight that we demonstrated as a group to be better and to come out victorious. And I told the players that I didn't really know why we were going through what we were going through, but it was only going to be something that would help us in the long run. And, anytime you get a chance to play every facet of the game, win in 3, come back and win in 4, or play 5, anytime you get to go through all of those things, then you get the opportunity to grow the program and see what they're made of. And so we had some different people step up and help us get that victory, even when it wasn't necessarily pretty in the beginning.
What's the
win?
win?
We had UC San Diego.
What's the win streak now? 17 straight for 11 to end last year and the first 6 this year?
I believe that is correct, yes.
So is that something you're talking about? I mean, obviously, I'm sure the girls are aware of that. Is that something you guys are embracing, the fact that this team, obviously last year got off to a really great start. I think you guys won the first 11 last year, if I'm not mistaken as well. Are they kind of embracing this win streak?
We really don't talk about it at all, and unless they're talking about it amongst themselves. But as a staff and, when we're together, we don't bring it up. And I literally rely on the media or whatnot, or our sports information person to kind of tell us what our record is in terms of streaks. Because, we try to just take one match at a time.
You mentioned, obviously, the slow start because you lost the first set in both of those initial matches to Boise State and to in the first game to Oregon State. Was there some things you were seeing early that maybe it was taking the young lady some time just to get comfortable with those matches?
From a serve-receive aspect, that'll be something that we will work on all the time. But, the game is won and lost at the service line. How well we receive and how well we put pressure on our opponents. That's just the game of volleyball. So we didn't necessarily do well in those areas early on.
I know serve-receive has really been a kind of a bugaboo for this program for a number of years. So what are some of the things that you guys have done to try to improve in that area, and how do you feel about that now through 6 matches into the season?
I think I'm going to always feel like it can be better because that'll be a true statement. We do a lot of pressurized situations, so you try to duplicate what's going on in the gym. You don't penalize them necessarily for missing serve when they're going back there, going after it. We have the radar gun on them, and certain players have a certain number they have to be able to meet in order for it to count. We do this thing called pressure serving, and they have to get 2 balls in a row and have some, time attributed to it, or they have to do something after they actually serve the ball so it's as game-like as possible.
I want to go back. I didn't see a lot of all the games this weekend, but I did watch kind of the end of the first match against Oregon State. You guys had that big lead in the 4th set there, and then allowed the Beavers to crawl all the way back to grab the lead. I think the guys blew like 5 or 6 match points there. You took that timeout, and then they were able to finish it off with 3 straight points. What do you say in that timeout when, the match is kind of teetering on being tied now and you're looking at potentially having to go to a 5th set? What do you say in that moment to try to get them to finish that out and not have to play that extra last set?
Not to be afraid of the moment.
Yeah.
We talk about as much as possible the elephant in the room and state the obvious. And I always go, I'm just going to repeat everything that I've said all along because none of the things I've said has changed. And, we're not necessarily executing it to the best of our ability, but that's okay. We after this timeout, we go back out there, let's pass the ball up and run our offense from there. These are the areas that we need to focus on. And, at the end of the day, be confident, be aggressive. Don't be afraid of the moment. And that's what I'm talking about in practice. We have to constantly put them in there so that it becomes second nature versus a pause.
Tarita Stubbs is joining us, the head coach of your Arizona women's volleyball team. The ladies are 6-0. They're going to be on the road quite a bit here in this early part of the year. Opened up at home against with the Wildcat Classic, but a tournament in Boise this past weekend, which they swept. And now the ladies are going to be back on the road this weekend. Another familiar foe will be awaiting up in Seattle, the Washington tournament. How do the Huskies look this year? Obviously, that's a program that traditionally was very strong in the Pac-12.
Well, they made it to the tournament last year. They bring back some key pieces of the team that they had last year. It's always competitive playing in their arena, and, they're known for being great servers. And, they play the game from beginning to end. They won't give us anything. So we're expecting to go up there and have a cat and dog fight.
Some ladies got some national recognition this week. Brenna Gender had a pretty good tournament on the defensive side for you. Tell me a little bit about what she's done so far this year to kind of really grow her game.
She's actually put herself in a position to just be willing to step in front of other people as a passer and serve receive, and just being a calming factor out there. She doesn't have very many highs, and she doesn't have any lows, and she just is very stoic in nature, and that's what you want out of that position. It's like, okay, I got this ball, even if it seems a little stressful for the next person. She's willing to step in front of the bigs, and say, move out of the way, I got this ball so you can go do something else.
She was one of the top defensive specialists this week. Cool when you get national awards like that. Is that something, again, I know you probably celebrate those when you have a chance to have a player that's on a list nationally like that?
So when I see it, I repost it because that's what you do. Try to catch it before they catch it and tag them in it. But, it really helps us in recruiting. That's the big thing, and it helps in confidence because the athletes want to know that what they're doing is being recognized and that there's someone that everyone's looking at, and, but it also brings with it that your opponents see that. They know exactly what you did well last week, and now we got to go after you because the week before Haven was on the list and she did awesome. And so they tested the waters a little bit with her, and that's exactly what you want.
When you look at, obviously, your setter going into this year and sophomore setter who was your starter last year, how is she doing, Avery Scoggins, in the first part of this second season, being in control of this offense for you?
She's doing awesome. She is a true setter-minded player, meaning she understands the relationships that she needs to have with her hitters. She understands what she needs to do, and she takes that really to heart. She watches film. She was in my office yesterday, and I think it was yesterday, day before yesterday, one of those days, but she was in the office, and we were watching film, and, then we started talking about other stuff, which she's that kid, but she wants to understand what I'm thinking and why I'm thinking it so that she can duplicate it or better understand it. And that's the relationship you want to have with your setter. You want someone that understands exactly why you're saying and doing the things that you're doing.
Yeah.
Or want done, I should say.
There you go. I mean, absolutely. I know we talked last time about the situation with Journey Tucker, who wasn't able to go. What's her status as she continues to try to come back from that injury?
She was able to practice this week, and we're looking forward to getting her back out there.
And in terms of that, I mean, do you just throw her right back into the mix? I mean, is there a plan just to kind of gradually work her back in as she starts to play now?
Well, the plan will be to get her out there, the opportunities where it presents itself, give her forewarning, make sure she's comfortable through warm-ups, and so all of that. But that'll be a discussion that we have, but can't take anything away from the players that have been out there as well, holding down the fort while she was recovering from her injury.
The team is hitting 289. Are you happy with that percentage? Would you like it to be much higher than that?
At the end of the day, beggars won't be choosy. I like the number. I like how Avery's distributing the balls. I think that there's times where we are making errors where we probably shouldn't. But the only way you learn how to become more aggressive and put a little bit more, take a little bit off, is by being there. So not holding them hostage for making an error. I only get upset about the bad errors, not because you're going after it and it was just long or just wide.
Okay, now what's a bad error? What's a bad error in your mind?
When you're falling backwards and you try to hit the ball as hard as you can and you well it 20 feet out of bounds. That's bad. Or you're set a tight ball, for example, and you go up and try to hit it as hard as you can through the block. That's bad.
Jordan, obviously your main offensive player, but she's also up there in terms of digs. How happy are you with her on the defensive side?
Anytime you can get Jordan to bring more to the table than just offense, she's happy because it's something that she takes pride in, something she wants to be better with. And it just makes us more versatile because the better she is in the back row, the more we can get the ball to other people, and she's not having to be in a position where she's bailing us out.
All right, it is on the road to Seattle coming up this weekend, the Washington Huskies tournament, a match against the Washington Huskies, and then it'll be the other college, one of the other colleges. There's a lot of colleges in San Diego. University of San Diego this weekend. UC San Diego was the opponent last weekend. All you got to do now is get San Diego State on the schedule, and we got a trifecta there. And then the ladies will be back home next Tuesday. So an early week game next Tuesday at home against Texas El Paso, a chance to get out and see the crew before they head out to Nebraska. Do you get the sense that they're starting and excitement is starting to build for that Nebraska game match, or are you just trying to kind of keep them in line? Let's not look too far ahead, even though we know that's one we really want to get to and be able to perform well in.
You know, they were excited last year when I announced that we were going. So the excitement has been there. It will stay with them. There's nothing I can do to take away from that excitement. But I try to tell them each and every day and each and every time we get together and we talk about it, is that no one match is more important than the other. I said, I know I won't have to hype you guys up or pump you up or do anything special when we play Nebraska, because that by itself does it. That's a program that they're very familiar with because of all the social media, or they played with or against these athletes when they were in high school, but they haven't necessarily been in that arena, that environment. But that's the environment that, you know, eventually everyone wants to aspire to have that. I think that them seeing what is there.
Trading card store today doing the show live. Have you ever been on a trading card? Did they have the volleyball team on trading cards back when you played, and do you still have that trading card if they did?
No, they did not have one of them, but I think they should make one for sure. And I'm sure it would sell out instantly. So
there you go. We got to get.
Someone wants to make it. Go for it.
We got to get a picture of you from back in the day, put it on a trading card, and get that going over at the McHale shop for sure. I'm sure folks would.
That'll be awesome. Yes.
There you go. Rita, best of luck this weekend. We'll talk to you again soon.
Okay, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Trita Stubbs, the head coach of your Arizona volleyball team. Ladies on the road against Washington and University of San Diego coming up this weekend in Seattle. It's DK on the Sports Tip. We're coming to you live from Showtime Cards here on East Speedway. It is Wildcard. DK on the Sports Tip. We're coming to you live from Showtime Cards here on East Speedway. It is Wildcard Wednesday. We're going to have some box breaks coming up for you in the, maybe we'll do one in the 4 o'clock hour. We're going to talk some Pima next. And before we do that, we've got cricket getting you home every 20 minutes on the 5s with your traffic and your weather.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather together. Collisions reported LaChoya and Ruth Ruff and LaChoya, Grant and Mountain Avenue and Grant Road. Also in the clearing stages, Tangerine and LaChoya. Collision occurred at Ina and Thornydale. Some slowing westbound Speedway Boulevard at Main Avenue. So there's a very slight chance of showers into this evening, mostly sunny, 98 tomorrow and 102 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather together.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The slow-roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay, with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies.
This is Ron. I'm the president of Alaskan AC. Our main job is keeping you comfortable, and we hope that puts a smile on your face. But we recently met someone we just made smile just by being on the radio.
I giggle every time I hear you guys come on. My daughter laughs at me because I can hear the jingle start and I immediately turn the volume up.
That's our new friend, Charisse. Not a customer, just somebody who needed a laugh, and we just happened by.
My husband passed away 5 years ago. I was diagnosed with cancer 5 years ago. I fell into a very dark depression. You guys make me so happy, so I can't say thank you enough. I really, truly can't.
That's awesome. No matter how we made you happy, we just want to say thanks. You're the reason we've been keeping Arizona chill since 1972.
The Grizz cracks me up, and I've actually repeated it to people because some of them don't know who you guys are. So I have to say, oh, you have to listen to them. They're so funny.
Reach out anytime at alaskanac.com.
Hey, want to hear something great? Right now at Wendy's, you can get 2 of the #1 selling bacon cheeseburger in all fast food, the JBC, plus medium fries and a medium soft drink for just $8. Want to hear something else great? Double the burger means double the bacon. Now that's a game changer. 2 of the #1 bacon cheeseburgers with fries and a drink for just $8. Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Request $8 JBC meal deal to obtain discount. Individual items at regular price.
Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Every day is a balancing act, with work, family, goals, all asking for more. It helps to have tools that meet you at every step and a team that will always be by your side. We're ICCU. We're a credit union that has been helping members achieve financial success since 1940. In fact, we put members' success first, one by one, year after year, for 85 years and counting. Now, we're here for you, Tucson. Join us, ICCU.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Michaela's Mobile Spa, Michaela! Michaela got a quick business insurance quote from Progressive and chose from over 30 customizable coverages. Sure, it helps she's her only employee and does literally everything. But while others would rest on their laurels, Michaela was hard at work saving big. So take that, hypothetical other employee who doesn't exist. Be your own Michaela. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage is not available in all states or for all vehicles and coverage selections.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Clicks don't show the full picture, but Cumulus Digital does. We show you exactly who saw your ad by name and address, and our campaigns beat industry benchmarks by over 25%. Visit cumulusdigital.com today to start outperforming.
Summer may be winding down, but the Arizona heat isn't going anywhere. Keep your AC strong through this endless summer with Rightway. When systems are pushed too hard, they fail, causing strange noises, unusual smells, or no cool air at all. Rightway is here with 15% off any AC repair to get you comfortable fast. Or be proactive and book your $65 AC tune-up today and avoid emergency breakdowns. Call 520-640-COOL or visit rightwayac.com.
This is Andrew Bogish with a Sports Minute sponsored by BetMGM. Own your moment, make it legendary.
No, call
Please
yet.
gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. The norm is professional teams begging for every last cent from cities and states to pay for stadiums that owners can definitely afford on their own. So it's nice to hear the Broncos and Bears announcing privately funded stadium projects this week. It'd be even nicer if this happened more in the future. I'm Andrew Bogish.
Legendary doesn't happen by chance.
It happens because it's what BetMGM does. Sign up for BetMGM and check out all the exciting new ways you can make this pro football season unforgettable. Shoot your shot with same-game parlays, call your plays like a pro with live betting, or bet on a market you didn't know existed thanks to BetMGM Originals. You'll be on the edge of your seat from the very first snap, no matter what type of fan you are. Earn BetMGM rewards points on every bet. Take advantage of football offers found nowhere else, like a second chance on a first touchdown bet, and keep an eye out for rewards.
No call yet.
Throughout
Right,
the season.
yeah, she probably
Never settle
won't
for
till
the
about
ordinary.
45,
Sign up today.
but-
BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and
Okay,
GameStop
I'll let you know.
See BetMGM.com for terms. Must be 21 years of age or older. Specific promotional offers are not available in Mississippi, New York, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
520-848-1290, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. We are coming to you live from Showtime Sports Cards here on East Speedway. It is Wildcard Wednesday. We're going to have some box breaks coming up for you a little bit later. We've got specials right now, football and basketball mega boxes, regularly priced is up to $79.99 on sale. Show days though, so these are boxes that are normally $79.99, but today when we're out here on any of these Wildcard Wednesdays, you can get those boxes for $39.99. So a $40 discount to be sure. Opportunity to get one of those boxes out here at Showtime Cards. We're at 5801 East Speedway Boulevard. Showtime Cards open 11 to 6 most days. They're 11 to 7 on Fridays and then noon to 4 on Sundays. We chatted with the owner, George Maris, a little bit earlier. He'll be joining us again in the 4 o'clock hour, and we'll get you some more. In fact, we're going to do a couple of box breaks on the air here coming up for you a little bit later in the show. We're going to talk some Pima soccer here momentarily. Want to update you on where we are in terms of Pima Aztecs athletics here in the fall. Both the men's and women's soccer teams off to, again, their traditionally good starts to the season. The women's soccer team that we are going to be focusing here in this hour, they are so far this season, again, it's always a positive deal for them to when we start out these seasons. They got a win over the weekend up at Chandler Gilbert. 1-0 was the final score there. So far, 1-1-2. So a couple of draws to start things out, but getting that win over Chandler Gilbert, the first victory of the season, and that was last night, I should say. I think I said over the weekend, but that was last night, getting that first ACC AC victory. And the ladies will be home this weekend. In fact, they'll be home for their next 4 matches at the West Campus Aztec Field.
Savannah's
Gateway on Saturday at 5:45. That'll be a doubleheader with the men. Glendale on Tuesday, and then Community Christian will be next Thursday. Let's talk some Pima soccer right now. We're pleased to be joined by sophomore Savannah Michelle, who joins the show. She's a defender, starting sophomore defender. And Savannah, appreciate you taking a few minutes to join us. You ladies got your first win of the season on the road last night, 3-0 over Chandler Gilbert. What did you like about the way the team went out and played?
Hi, thank you for having me. Yeah, it was great getting our first win of the season. We had a little bit of a rocky start, but, we have such a big season ahead of us. And it feels like we need to only go up from here. And so it was good to get that momentum. And we needed that win. We came out and we knew that we needed that for our record and the goals that we have for our team this season. And so, yeah, it was definitely great, and it was rewarding to finally get a W for the season.
You mentioned the rocky start through the first few matches. What are some of the things that have not been going right that you guys have been working on to try to improve?
Yeah, there's definitely several aspects that, we can always use improvement on, whether that's offensively or defensively. We have meetings a lot, and we talk amongst ourselves a lot as players of what we need to work on, whether that's formation or just communicating, finishing. I think we create a lot of great opportunities for ourselves. It's just we're missing that last final piece of finishing. And but yeah, of course, there's definitely improvements that could be made all across the field, and we're definitely working day in and day out at practices each day to try to improve those little things, just baby steps, little by little. And yeah, I think they're tough teams. We played Yavapai and we tied against them, and you know they're physical and they're hard teams. But it's definitely in our reach, and we have the potential to beat them. So when we face these teams again, you know, we're just hoping to come out even stronger and, you know, get the W the second time.
Savannah Michelle is our guest. She's a sophomore defender for the Pima women's soccer team. Got their first victory of the year last night over Chandler Gilbert, and back for year number 2. Now, your sister played for the Pima Aztecs. Savannah, correct? Samantha, was that a large reason that you decided to follow her footsteps up on West Anklam Road?
Yes, definitely. My sister is like one of the biggest role models in my life, so I definitely look up to her. And when she played for Pima, I would go out and watch all her games, and it was so exciting to see the girls play and just the competitiveness in, you know, the league that we're in. And so, of course, I saw it with my own eyes, like since I was in high school. And she definitely encouraged me to go to Pima. She loved it there. She loved the program and the players and the coaches and everything in between. So it definitely influenced me to go to Pima, and I was excited to go there.
Now, you went there obviously out of Walden Grove High School, which has really turned into a major power in Conference 4A. What's been fun about kind of being a part of the growth process of that Walden Grove program to the point where, you know, they were able to go and win a state championship?
Yeah, I mean, it's been amazing. We had a great run. All 4 years of my high school, I think we obviously had the big goal of becoming state champions, but we always fell short every single year. My freshman year, I know we made it to playoffs, but we didn't get too far. And my sophomore year, we lost in semis, and my junior year, we made it to the finals finally, but we did lose. And then my senior year, we finally got the W in the state championship. So it's definitely been amazing to see the growth with the team, and I think a big impact my senior year when we won the state championship was the bond we had within the team. The girls, we all got along so well, and we had so much chemistry off the field that when we stepped on the field, it made it easy. We didn't need to like build that bond or create that chemistry when we already had it. So I think obviously falling short every single year, it made us that much more hungry to get the state title. So I think we really persevered through all of it, and we had great fans and coaches and just staff all across the board that were rooting for us. And I think we all had the same end goal, and we finally accomplished it. So it was definitely rewarding for all of us.
What was that memory like for you when that final whistle blew and you realized you were a state champion?
Oh my gosh, it was a feeling I would literally never forget. I just remember looking at the clock and the time was just counting down, but I knew I couldn't get too excited because the game wasn't over yet. But we just all ran to Vivian. She was a star player on our team and had a big impact, and we all just ran to her and we all just huddled on the ground, and just knowing that we finally did it and all our hard work paid off, because becoming state champions, it really wasn't luck. Like, we really worked day in and day out every single day, and we knew that was what we wanted. And especially it being my senior year, I know the seniors were that much more hungry to finish off our high school year with a ring. So, yeah, it was definitely a feeling I'll never forget, and I it was irreplaceable, everything. We definitely worked for it and earned it.
You mentioned Vivian. You're talking about Vivian Villarreal. We had her on the show this summer when she was playing with the FC Tucson women. And again, like, you're a senior. She was a sophomore that year, but she was the best player on the team. What was that like for you guys as seniors to have this young player who was such a dynamic part of what was happening with that team?
Yeah, it was amazing. She's a great player, and a lot of us have played with her in club as well. And, yeah, she's just nothing but good things to say about her. And, you know, knowing that she was younger and she still had the heart and everything that, like, us older girls had, it was amazing to see. And, you know, we also wanted to do it for her, like, and our younger girls. We wanted, you know, as our last year, we wanted to help them, you know, get a ring. Because that's what was amazing about the team is, no matter if they were on the bench or on the field or they were a freshman or a senior, we all just really wanted that ring really bad. So it was just amazing how we all came together, and she definitely played a huge part in us winning the state championship. And, yeah, she has great things ahead of her.
All right, so you're a defender on the team. Have you ever had a chance to score?
Sometimes. I hopefully this year I can get one. I'm hoping this, at least on my sophomore night.
Describe yourself as a defender, Savannah. Are you like a real tough slide tackler? How does Savannah protect her goalkeeper back there to make sure that nobody's getting shots on her?
Yeah, definitely. I would describe myself as aggressive and competitive. I definitely think I'm physical, and I love slide tackling, you know, when the time is right. Yeah, I love being a defender. I love being the last person that, you know, the team has to get through. And so you get to see the whole field, and so being able to lead from the back, it's amazing, you know, to give guidance and direct some of the other girls, because you see a lot more of the field than, you know, the fielders or the forwards. So yeah, I became a center back in high school when they needed one, and so ever since then I've loved it, and I love the aggression that it requires. And yeah, I take it very personal if, like, someone wants to get past me and stuff. So I think it's definitely a defensive, strong mindset that you need to have as a center back.
All right, I see that you want to be a nurse. What do you hope to do with that career?
Yeah, I hope to join Pima's nursing program next year in the fall after I am done getting my associate's degree. And hopefully, if all goes well, I plan to become a registered nurse. And I'm not sure exactly what specialty I would like to do. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to join the nursing program. Right now I'm a caregiver, so I kind of work in the healthcare field, and I'm getting little bits and pieces of it, and I love it already. So I'm very excited to see what my future holds with that.
Awesome. And it's 4 opportunities for folks to get out and see Pima women's soccer coming up this Saturday at home against Gateway, next Tuesday night against Glendale, then Community Christian on Thursday, and then another home game the following Saturday, the 20th, against Paradise Valley. A chance to stack up some winning results for sure. Savannah, appreciate you taking a few minutes to join us. Continued success this season.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Savannah Michelle, state champion soccer player from Walden Grove High School, now a sophomore defender for the Pima College Aztecs. It is DK on the Sports Tip. We're coming to you live from Showtime Cards here on East Speedway. It is Wildcard Wednesday. We're going to be here one Wednesday every month with box breaks and all kinds of things. Come in, check it out. All big-time cards. I see some jerseys over there. I see LeBron's. I think that's one of his United States jerseys, or maybe that's his Heat jersey over there on the wall. We've got some Los Angeles Lakers jerseys here in the house. There's food and drink as well. Any beer, George? You guys don't sell beer here, no? Can't buy a beer here for sure. George is going to rejoin us here at the top of the hour. We're going to do a box break coming up, George, in the 4 o'clock hour.
Absolutely. Let's open some cards and see what we get.
There we go. We're going to do a box break coming up for you right after you hear from Cricket, as well as get you this break in. Again, DK on the Sports Tip. We're coming to you live from Showtime Cards, Wildcard Wednesday. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
From the Auto Nation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together. Some slowing southbound Alvernon at Grant Road, roadwork construction restrictions, westbound Speedway at Main Avenue also for slowing. Collisions, Grant Road and Mountain Avenue, and also Ruth Ruff and La Cholla. There's a very slight chance of some showers into the evening. Mostly sunny, 98 tomorrow, 102 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The slow-roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay, with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies.
Advantage Air Mechanical, the team you can trust. Call 792-9400.
When it comes to the comfort and indoor air quality of your home and office, Advantage Air Mechanical has you covered. Breathing healthy air and having reliable air conditioning is important. If you or someone you know is in need of air conditioning services or a new system installation, we are here to help. Advantage Air Mechanical, 792-9400. AZROC214-570.
Discover your perfect vehicle at Cactus Auto, Tucson's trusted destination for certified pre-owned cars for over 30 years. They offer a wide range of certified pre-owned vehicles featuring the brands and models you love. Their finance experts are here to provide you with top dollar trade-in offers and help you find the best financing options, regardless of your credit history. With approved credit, enjoy no payments for up to 90 days. Trust Cactus Auto for quality, affordable pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, all backed by incredible savings and a 7-day exchange guarantee. Visit cactusauto.com.
Every day is a balancing act, with work, family, goals, all asking for more. It helps to have tools that meet you at every step and a team that will always be by your side. We're ICCU. We're a credit union that has been helping members achieve financial success since 1940. In fact, we put member success first, one by one, year after year, for 85 years and counting. Now, we're here for you, Tucson. Join us, ICCU.
Are you ready for Friday Night Lights at Arizona Stadium? We've got a great matchup for you as Arizona football takes on Kansas State Friday night at 6. Friday night is also Retro Night. Be sure to pick up your retro gear at the campus store or inside the stadium as we celebrate Arizona football of years past and enjoy a special drone show at halftime. Get your tickets now by calling 520-621-2287 or by visiting ArizonaWildcats.com/FB. Arizona, Kansas State, Friday. Bear down.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
All right, she's inside. Are you good?
Yeah. It's just, she's my baby girl, you know?
I do, and ceramic coating was a good choice.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Yep, I know.
Recon Auto Detailing. Enhance or restore your baby to her former glory with paint recondition, ceramic coating, paint protection, tinting, and more for full protection of your vehicle inside and out. New cars, old cars, we love them all. Recon Auto Detailing, 3829 North Oracle Road, Tucson. ReconDetail.com.
Consistently beating industry benchmarks by over 25% isn't a fluke. It's Cumulus Digital. Smarter marketing with proof. We show you exactly who saw your ad. That kind of precision is why more than 4,000 businesses partner with us every month, whether they need one product or a full digital strategy. Visit cumulusdigital.com today because you're not average, and your marketing results shouldn't be either. That's cumulusdigital.com.
Wow, this is bad.
Oh no, how bad? When will my AC be fixed?
You know, I don't know. It's your flux capacitor. They don't make them anymore. Special order. Couple grand easy.
Oh my God, what?
Don't get air conned into paying for shoddy service and stuff you don't need. Put Goodfellas on the job. Goodfellas AC will repair or install your AC the right way the first time. You'll know up front exactly what it'll cost and how long it'll take. No surprises and free second opinions. Good service, good prices, Goodfellas.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your
Nobody
worries.
covers your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40%.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
And we're coming to you live from Showtime Cards here on East Speedway. It is Wildcard Wednesday. We're going to be out here one Wednesday every single month, and we're going to be doing box breaks, and there's a chance for you to get some really great deals. We've got football and basketball mega boxes, regularly priced at $79.99, on sale when we're here for $39.99. So head on out here to Showtime Cards. We're going to be opening up a box here coming up for you very shortly. I'm out here. J-Dub is back in studio. J-Dub, you sent me some pictures of all of the boxes of cards that you still have. How many of those boxes do you have of old trading cards?
I couldn't tell you, man. I really couldn't tell you. But I'll tell you the story is that I believe it was a Honus Wagner card got found in the mid to late 80s in someone's attic, and then it sold for a record price. So everybody my age in the late 80s, early 90s, high school years for me, got geeked out about the prospect of putting something up in your attic for 50 years and then buying a house when you sold it eventually. So there was a huge push to buy cards, and that was like the Damon Stoudemire era. Shaquille O'Neal was a rookie. So, yeah, I have a ton of Fleer Ultras was the big one back then. I got a ton of basketball cards. And while I was there, I just bought a bunch of baseball cards as well. So I got a ton of 80s and 90s baseball, basketball cards.
Yeah, you had a Judd Buechler, Golden State Warriors card in there. You had Damon's card from...
I'm almost positive, my friend, I got a Steve Kerr Cavs card, obviously, because he did spend some time there as well.
I'd like to see that one for sure. You got a Damon Stoudemire U of A card.
Rookie, that's his rookie with the Raptors, yeah.
Yeah, you got a Buddy Black Indians card, now manager in the big leagues. So that's some good stuff. How many cards would you say you had in those boxes?
Oh, man. I mean, that one baseball box that I showed with Bud Black on there, like, honestly, I just picked out 10 cards until I found one that I recognize the name that would be somebody that you would be interesting for me to show you.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't even tell you. That box itself probably has 10,000 cards in it. I mean, it's a big box.
There you go. Wow, that is a lot for sure. And I'm glad, see, like, that was my house. My wife would be trying to get me to get rid of all those cards.
Well, I mean, and just for the record, like, all my good cards are actually in sleeves. Like, all the basketball cards and all the U of A cards in particular, like, every U of A rookie card that I gathered over the years is in protective sleeves, and they're dust, they're safe from dust and the elements. Those baseball cards, I believe at the time they were mass producing those baseball cards. So, and that's the same with those Fleer Ultra basketball. They produced so many of them at the time that they ended up not necessarily being hyper value because, as you mentioned earlier, that swatch with the Kobe Jordan game-worn jerseys was one of one, and that's why $14 million or whatever. A lot of those cards from that era, they produced so many at the time.
Yeah. George Mares is back with us. He's the owner and operator out here at Showtime Cards, and he's got a couple of boxes here. We've got these are the mega boxes, George, that are normally $79.99
those are the ones, yep.
And that folks can get these for $39.99 when we're out here doing
it's
the
almost
show.
half price. It is half price.
Exactly, right there. Nothing wrong with that. So what do we got here right now? We got two of these. One of them is bigger than the other one here.
Mm-hmm. So they're both mega boxes, and it's the big one. It's the mega box. You can pull one autograph card or a memorabilia. The memorabilia is a piece of their jersey. They actually cut up and put them in the cards, and they could be rookie cards. Is
that right?
It is.
Wow.
Yep. And then also you're looking for, they have special inserts like this one, shock, die cut, parallel, ultra rare zebra card. That's rare. That's one per case. So if you pull that of a rookie, Jaden Daniels, that's the big money card.
Wow. So they don't sell them. There's no gum in these anymore. Huh?
There are no gum. Yep. That was our days.
Right,
remember
exactly.
that, DK? Yep.
That gum was nasty, but
it was. You chewed it up a couple of times, spit it out. Next pack.
Exactly. It was not the best gum.
And I did try gum the other
sure.
day, and it was 20, 30-year-old gum disintegrated in my mouth. But they dared me to do it, and I did it.
We were talking kind of in the break how a lot of times with these cards, it's based on how a guy is playing, and like you look at guys like in the big leagues right now, like Kyle Schwarber last night hit his 50th home run of the season. Is that a card that's going?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's based, kind of like you said, the stock market. The stock market's based on company performance. This is based on player performance. They do well. Kyle Schwarber had a 4-run home run the other day, too.
4-home-run game, yeah.
So people come in here and you got Kyle Schwarber cards. And they go up with the pricing, so it might double in price, That card that was $25 is now $50. And Cal Rowley, the catcher for the Seattle Mariners, that actually happened. The card was priced at $10.
Do they have a card that says the big dumper?
No. They will, though.
I'm sure they will eventually.
Yep.
I got a question.
Yeah.
How about pop culture references? Like famously the Mark Jackson Menendez brothers card, and they did the documentary 6 months ago. And I remember a lot of people Googling that Mark Jackson card from the late 90s.
Yes, 100%. That
early
card,
90s.
That card's normally a 50-cent card, but because of that, and that picture took place, I think, hours after they committed the crime, or a day after they committed that crime, and it shows them in the background.
I have 10 of those cards.
It's at least 20. It's at least $25 on that $1 card. Yep.
Wow, that's crazy. All right, so what are we doing? We're going to open these up.
Yeah, let's open one of these. Yep, you can pop that one. I'll pop this one, and we'll see who wins. No, we'll.
It's like Christmas over
It
there.
is.
I'm opening up gifts and stuff. I'm never good at unwrapping though.
And some people, they spend a lot of money on these cards, and they sell back all their cards. They're like, I'm done, George. I'm done with this opening and stuff. And they stop, and a year later they come back. They're like, hey, I want to do it again.
Now they look familiar to me. Now this is how I'm used to seeing them in these packs like this.
Yep.
Back in the day. All right. So now these are all different.
Those are all different.
These are all different.
It's just a random.
Cards.
Yep. It's just a random. The machine spits it out.
Now, are all these NFL or these are all?
These are all football.
These are all football. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're opening up football cards here today.
Football season just started, so let's do it.
All right.
So these are really cool cards. These are a chrome card.
Okay.
That's your base Zenith. I mean, you probably remember those cards in the late 80s, early 90s.
Right.
See, I have. You'll see one of them looks different. That one. That's your orange and black one.
Now, I don't know do I have one of those in here or no?
You do not.
No, I did not, so I did not
might
get
have
lucky.
Let's see if you have a rookie. See it right there.
So
that's a Jaden Daniels rookie card.
Okay.
Yep. That's
Jaden Daniels rookie card right there.
State of the art, rookie of the year last year, and he's doing well again.
So far, they won opening day, but they were playing the Giants. So not a very difficult game there. They
I
should have
think
won
next
that
week
game.
they have a big game, right?
We'll have to see who they play next week. So my first card off the top was Chiefs kicker Harrison Butker. Okay,
it's not a good one.
Well, no. He's one of the best kickers in the league.
I know, but nobody wants a kicker card.
Nobody wants a kicker card.
Or the coach.
Okay, all right. My next one, that's a good one. Lamar Jackson.
That is a good one.
I got Lamar Jackson as my number 2 card there.
What a game that was.
Adrian Peterson. Is Adrian still playing?
No. So sometimes they throw in these
olders?
old.
Okay.
Yep.
So, yeah, I was about to say, I don't think Adrian Peterson is playing much anymore. So I got Adrian Peterson there. Okay. All right, here we go. I got an old Cleveland Browns Amari Cooper. That's the Browns. That's my team, but Amari Cooper does not play for them anymore.
He went back to the Raiders for a day and then retired.
And then he retired.
Yep.
Exactly. Here we go. So I've got a Lamar Jackson and a Saquon Barkley.
Really
there.
cool.
So I got those two right there.
Saquon's the best.
So I'm just gonna separate these older ones from because I've got 3 Pro Bowlers already here. Because Harrison Butker, even though we don't like kickers, he's a Pro Bowler. So we'll take that. Jaden Hicks, don't know much about him. Defensive back for the Chiefs, but
you
he's
see
pretty good.
that little shield right there? That's the rookie card shield.
Oh, so he's a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a rookie this year.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, rookie last year.
Last year.
So he's a rookie last year. Okay, so I got that rookie card. From last year. I got Devin Culp, a rookie from last year. Now this, Randy Moss. Now this is an Idols. It says Idols. So what is that exactly?
That's an insert card. So these are kind of short printed. They didn't make.
Just bring your mic up here. So
there we go.
There we go.
They didn't make a lot of these cards, but that's an insert. Randy Moss, legend wide receiver.
Okay.
And it shows him in the back with the current superstar Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
Actually, he's up front.
Now, so this is Justin Jefferson up front, Randy Moss, and then they're back. So do they do these cards? Are they always the team that legend plays
Usually,
for?
yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's awesome.
That's really cool.
Hall of Famer, Randy Moss here. So I got Dylan Lobby. I think he's a running back for the Raiders there.
The Raiders, rookie.
Yep, there you go, rookie running back. Another rookie card from last year. Oh, Trevor Lawrence, quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They got a win opening week against our Carolina Panthers. Michael Wilson, there's my first Cardinals card. Michael Wilson, wide receiver. I'm not sure how many catches he had in the game against the Saints, but they won that one. Tyreek Hill, he's not the captain anymore, but I got his card right there. That's another Pro Bowler. I'm going to put him on my Pro Bowl pile there. And David would love this one, Dragon Ball. Pat Freiermuth, the tight end for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that's my first
Look at DK. He's got his own piles in this. He's really enjoying this. Yep.
See, that's how you do it, right? That's how you do it.
And so what card do you think was the best card you pulled?
So then, I would think the Jaden Daniels card is the best one,
You got
right?
it. Yep.
So now I've drawn this. Now, so what would I want to do now as a potential collector? Like, do I want to –
So you want to sleeve that?
Frame this? And
yeah,
keep
you want to sleeve
somewhere?
it, put it on a top loader, and put it away. And
okay.
As he does well, that card goes up. It might have a value of $15 right now.
Okay. And so right now, so this is this pack normally you sell these as boxes, but can you still buy them as packs?
As packs.
So what would one pack be?
It might be $10, $9.99.
Okay, so you might buy a $10 card, but then you have a $15
card. You buy a $10 pack and you pull a $15 card.
I get it. All right, there you go.
You got it?
Yep. Two cards pay for the box.
Okay, so Saquon Barkley.
What was the question?
I just said 2 cards pay for the box.
Absolutely.
You get 2 Jaden Daniels, and the box is paid for.
Exactly. Or sometimes you get the pack is worth 50 cents.
Now, who was in yours? We didn't go through yours.
So mine wasn't. Let me open a different pack.
Oh, see,
mine wasn't the
you
hottest
don't even
pack.
Like your pack?
No,
right
I
now.
don't. I do not like my pack. So I want to. Yep.
You didn't have as many Pro Bowlers as I did in my pack.
No.
See? All right.
John Anderson, rookie card, Buffalo Bills.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't really heard of him.
I know. Amari Lassiter.
Okay. Amari Lassiter.
Yep.
Yeah, not bad.
That's a rookie card.
Yeah, okay.
Houston Texans.
Okay.
Will Anderson.
All right, Will Anderson.
Yeah,
Texans.
defensive player, Texans.
Now yours. Now these are different. These look different than mine. Now
those are Chrome cards.
So mine were Zenith 7s, and these are Select. Is that?
Those are Select.
What does that mean?
So Select is it's a chromium based card, and it is a higher brand than the Zenith.
Okay.
Zenith is more your old school cardboard paper product.
Okay.
Mike Allstott. Remember that?
That's a legendary card there.
That's a legend.
Yeah.
And it's a die cut, so it has like these little.
Oh, you got ridges there. Now, what is that for? Is that for anything? Or
no, it's just
how
a
they
special
make it?
card.
Yeah,
It is pretty cool.
All right.
Brian Urlacher,
another one. Another legend.
Absolutely.
Chicago Cubs, or Chicago Bears, I should
Yep.
say.
Joe Burrow.
Oh.
Superstar quarterback.
All right, so you got one Pro Bowler in that set.
And hot rookie Romeo Odunze.
Oh, Roma Dunze.
Roma Dunze.
Out of
Odunze.
University of Washington. Yeah, he broke our hearts a few times when he was with the Washington
Well, the
Huskies.
Bears always break hearts. I mean, even this last game, I thought for sure they had it, and they lose the game.
All right, so I think I had more Pro Bowlers than you, George.
I think you won.
Yeah.
You did win on that one.
And
I
opened
did
up
2
two
packs, and I still.
So
yep,
I'm gonna,
you got me with that Jaden
I'm
Daniels.
Open up a second pack.
There you go.
Wait, I had this one.
But you
over
see that last pack? See how it's thicker?
Okay.
I wonder what's in there.
So should we do that one first?
Yeah, that's probably that memorabilia card.
Ah, all right.
Yeah.
Let's open up so just so the people can see if you're watching at home on video, the one in the right hand's a little bit thicker than
That's
the
a
one
lot
in the left
thicker,
hand.
yes.
So let's find out what's in this one. All right. Okay, we've got Bryce Young. He's our quarterback for the Carolina Panthers. Don't forget, we are your official Southern Arizona home of Carolina Panthers football every Sunday right here, Wildcats Radio 1290. That's our new quarterback there, Bryce Young. All right, I got Alvin Kamara. That's another good one. I'll take him. He's a Pro Bowler.
Yep.
All right, Micah Parsons, Dallas Cowboy card. Now, so let's talk about that. He's with the Packers now.
He is with the Packers.
Is this worth anything at all?
No. So people want the new card. They want it with the Green Bay Packers now.
Now, how quickly can they turn it? Because he's only played one game.
It takes a while, yeah.
Yeah,
it's probably a couple months out.
So a couple months before. So it'll be the end of the season before a Micah Parsons Packers card is out there. So I can't do anything with that.
No.
So this is not even because because he had such a good career with the Cowboys. This is not even really worth much.
Yeah, perhaps some
At
Cowboy
some
fan.
point?
Yeah,
now,
absolutely.
if he goes into the Hall of Fame,
usually it's the rookie cards, the ones that go up and down value.
Okay.
But even a card out of a pack can have some damage. So these cards, they have black border.
Yeah, so you're probably looking at me like, you're probably looking at me like, handle these a little bit better, DK, than you're handling them because these are worth a lot.
I think that came out of the pack like that, DK.
Max Crosby, that's another Pro
man.
Bowler.
Tremendous.
I'm just drawing all kinds of Pro Bowlers here. Max Crosby, Las Vegas Raiders, right there. We almost went with the Raiders for our network, but not. Ray Lewis, Hall of Famer. Ray Lewis. So how many Hall of Famers have I drawn? Is that my only? I think that's my only Hall of Fame card right there. Eric All, I don't really know him. Cincinnati Bengals. Ooh, Emmitt Smith.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Another Hall of Famer.
And that's one of those insert cards.
Okay. Now, when you say insert again, what does that mean?
So that's a subset, they call it.
Okay.
And this is a A to Z insert, and it's Emmett, so it's got an E on it.
Ah,
yeah,
okay. So A to Z.
Special card, yep.
Emmett. All right, I'm going to put that over here.
You mean famous Arizona Cardinal Emmitt Smith?
Right? The one season.
Okay, so now this is a state-of-the-art Xavier Worthy card for the Kansas City Royals, okay? So I got
similar to that card you
Kansas City Royals. Kansas City Chiefs, I should say.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. So that's similar to my Jaden Daniels card. He was a rookie last year.
Yep.
All right, I got
and here it is.
Here we go.
Yep.
Miles Garrett. It's a
nice.
zone. Now, what is this zoned in? It looks like it's got some fancy speaker in there. Can I turn it
so
on and
zoned
play music out of
in?
it?
Yeah, it's got a piece of his jersey actually.
Oh, that's his jersey.
That's his jersey.
Oh, wow. That must have been the black jerseys.
Yep.
Right there, the dark brown jerseys.
Jersey, or it could be a piece of the pants.
Okay.
Something. Game-used memorabilia. Or it's probably not game-used. Enclosed authentic memorabilia. It's not from any specific game.
Okay. All right, but let's let the people see that there. That's a zoned-in Miles Garrett defensive end.
One of the best in the league.
My team, the Cleveland Browns. So
oh, that's great for you.
Go.
See?
Absolutely. See?
Oh, you're having a great box.
I got an active Cleveland Brown and a non-active Cleveland Brown. DJ Moore, Chicago Bears.
And so
Eli. Oh boy, look. Oh, I don't want that. You can take that John Elway away from me.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't want that John Elway card.
I don't like him either.
Eli Manning. There we go. We got the Eli Manning card. That's
he won a couple of Super Bowls.
He will probably be in the Hall of Fame.
So, DK, what I was going to say is, so if we're doing a break right now,
yeah,
all the cards go into the team piles.
Right.
So whoever had the Cleveland Browns gets that Miles Garrett. Whoever had the Commanders is going to get that Jaden Daniels.
Right.
That's how the breaks work.
There you go.
Yep.
Okay, we got Christian McCaffrey, who's hurt once again.
I
know. Yeah,
I'm glad I didn't get him on fantasy.
That's rough. So who's your football team?
Raiders.
So you're
Raiders.
You're Raiders. Okay.
I am Raiders. I have
right.
season tickets, and they have the best stadium.
Mark Brunell. There we go. Another vintage card right there.
Legendary quarterback.
So cool. Awesome.
Yep.
We got a bunch of good stuff here.
That was a great pack.
Sure.
Yep.
So our first box break was oh my gosh, we're way past this. We're way past our out time on this. Our first box break was football. We're going to do some other sports as well.
Yeah, we can do it.
Cool. Outstanding. George Mares is here. We are live coming for you from Showtime Cards. I'm sorry we ran a little bit past our out time. Cricket is getting you home as well. We've got much more coming up. We're going to talk to Mike Golick Jr. coming up in this hour as well. We'll talk he's the new host of Monday Night Football pregame on Westwood One. You hear those games on KTUC Freedom 1400 right now, as well as he was the analyst on the first Wildcats game against Hawaii, so we'll get his thoughts on U of A football. Cricket getting you home right now every 20 minutes on the fives with your traffic and your weather.
Awesome.
From the Auto Nation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, Wildcats Radio, 1290 traffic and weather together.
Yeah.
Some slowing northbound Craycroft at Grant, northbound Craycroft at Glen. Both directions on Swan at Grant, also slowing southbound Alvernon Way at Grant Road. Collisions Valencia and Benson Highway, and also Grant Road and Mountain. There's a very slight chance of showers into the evening, mostly sunny and 98 tomorrow and a 101 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio, 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by Staples.
It's your boy Mario Lopez here with some inside scoop. Staples has school supplies as low as 25 cents. Your back-to-school budget, saved by the button, the easy button. What'd you think I was going to say? Love me some Staples. That was easy.
Tune into Wildcats Radio 1290 weekly for Brett Brennan's Football Press Conference, where you can catch up on all things Arizona football this season. The Football Press Conference, sponsored by Coors Light.
Uh-oh, another plumbing disaster. Don't panic. Call the pros at Acclaimed Drain and Plumbing Solutions. From clogged drains to full-blown repipe repairs, our expert team is fast, getting repipes done in one day. Reliable, professional, and always ready 24/7. When water won't behave, Acclaimed saves the day. Call 520-200-1089 or visit acclaimed-drain.com. Acclaimed Drain and Plumbing Solutions. Trusted, local, acclaimed.
Join David Kelly today from 3 to 6 at Showtime Cards for Wildcard Wednesdays. Showtime Cards will have live box breaks happening right in the store. You never know what pulls might pop up. Whether you're into baseball, football, basketball, soccer, MMA, comics, Pokemon, Star Wars, or anything in between, Showtime Cards has something for every collector. Catch all the action today, 3 to 6 at Showtime Cards, located on Speedway just east of Craycroft, with Wildcats Radio 1290.
Broadway in Tucson presents the 20th anniversary season featuring 7 Tucson premieres, including Disney's Beauty and the Beast, Hell's Kitchen, Moulin Rouge, The Wiz, Back to the Future, Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and more. Secure your signature season tickets today and get the best seats at the lowest prices. Visit BroadwayInTucson.com and secure your 2025-2026 season tickets today.
Get your backyard summer ready with a custom pool from First Choice Pools. A backyard oasis built around you. First Choice is a full-service builder of beautiful in-ground pools and backyard designs for years of staycations. If you want to dive in this summer, now is the time to visit TucsonPoolBuilder.com. First Choice Pools for installs, renovation, remodeling, and repair. Get started today at TucsonPoolBuilder.com. Ask about our 60-day pool. To be summer ready, First Choice is the only choice.
Sean Furrier here for Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. Whether you're new to Arizona or you've been driving here for decades, we all share the same roads and the same extreme driving conditions, like extreme Arizona heat, extremely large potholes, some extremely flooded roads, and there's always extremely distracted drivers, pedestrians, and that guy who drives a scooter backwards into oncoming traffic. You're driving in the world's largest video game, stopping, starting, turning, heating up, and cooling down. And that's just your afternoon commute. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care's 14 award-winning locations have been helping drivers just like you get home safely for over 60 years. With top-quality tire brands, no hidden extras, and one low price. Jack Furrier has everything you need to stay in the game, like wheel alignments, batteries, brakes, air conditioning, service at prices that won't break the bank. Ask a neighbor or friend about Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care's friendly service, or stop by, make an appointment online, or call ahead to the local's choice. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, since 1960, here to get you there.
Step into a world where rewards never end. Welcome to Club Soul at Casino del Sol and Casino of the Sun. Every moment brings excitement. Every visit unlocks exclusive perks, free play, dining discounts, and more. From high-stakes action to luxurious experiences, your rewards grow with every play. Join today for endless benefits and unforgettable moments. Club Soul. Play more, earn more, experience more. Casino del Sol and Casino of the Sun. Enterprise of the Boscoyaki Tribe.
So hot. Hi, can I help you?
Good afternoon. We're with Goodfellas AC Rapid Response Team.
But I didn't call yet.
That's how fast we are, man.
Just as I thought, this AC is out.
No, we're not gonna lose it. Come on. Come on. Don't you die on me.
Johnson, get a hold of yourself. Sorry, we take this very seriously.
Wow, you fellas are good.
It's not just a name, ma'am.
It's who we are kind of thing.
Good service, good prices, Goodfellas. GoodfellasAC.com.
I'm Taylor Bisciotti with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The NFL announced Eagles defensive tackle Jalen Carter has been suspended for one game for spitting on Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott last Thursday's season opener. Because Carter was disqualified before participating in a single play, the suspension is considered to have been served in Week 1, and he will forfeit his game check. The NFLPA has informed the league Carter will not contest the discipline. He'll be eligible to play Sunday in Kansas City in that Super Bowl rematch. The 49ers have placed tight end George Kittle on injured reserve with a hamstring injury suffered in Week 1.
Nobody covers your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with a Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe. Jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate that'll turn any moment into something sweeter. There are endless options to choose from to show her she's the best. Hurry! Save 20 to 40% on select apparel, jewelry, chocolates, and more this Mother's Day only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Once upon a time, our family had trouble with pests around our home. Did you know that stinging insects send tons of people to the hospital? And teeny ticks and mosquitoes can be all around the yard. Their bites can make people and their pets sick. Mice, rats, and roaches need food and water just like us. You do not want them to visit. They can spread disease and make it hard to breathe. I'm sure glad.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. We are coming to you live from Showtime Cards. It is Wildcard Wednesday. We just did a box break, and I got a Jaden Daniels state-of-the-art rookie card. I got a card, a zoned-in Myles Garrett Browns card with a piece of his jersey. Gotta love that. An authentic card as well. So we'll do another box break coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. I got a John Elway. I had to throw that away because, John Elway broke my heart too many times.
I was surprised you were excited as you were about the Ray Lewis card.
Yeah, Hall of Famers. So, some Hall of Famers, I'll maybe get a little excited, even though I do have a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth to that guy.
Well, technically, he kind of played for a team that was the Browns, right? So.
Technically, for sure. All right, let's give you our BetMGM Network top plays today. Well, let's go back to last night's game. We had, what did we have last night? Last night we had the Phillies over the Mets on the money line, and Ranger Suarez made sure we were going to come out a winner on that one.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. They got it for the third time tonight. It's 11 strikeouts for Ranger Suarez. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. It's a career-high 12 strikeouts for Ranger Suarez.
Ranger Suarez was big last night. 12 strikeouts in 6 innings for the Philadelphia Phillies, but that's not what the people came to see. They came to see the big slugger slug a big number.
3-1. Fly ball, center field. It's hit deep. Out toward Monty's angle. It is number 50. Kyle Schwarber has just hit his 50th home run of the season. He's the second Philly to do it. And they now lead it 7-1.
The 500 home run club for one Mr. Kyle Schwarber, and the Phillies got the win last night as they continue to widen their lead over the New York Mets in the National League's East Division. Kyle Schwarber now 334 home runs on his career, so we finally got a win. We had lost 6 in a row. We finally got a win on our BetMGM Network top plays last night, taking the Phillies over the Mets on the money line. Now tonight, we've got a game that's already underway, and it looks like we're going to come up good on this one as well because, again, we've had a lot of plays this summer with Paul Skeens on the mound for the Pirates, and the play has been whenever Paul Skeens pitches, you take the under runs scored in the first 5 innings. And today it was under 3.5 in the first 5 between the Pirates and the Orioles. And right now, that game is in the top of the 5th with the Pirates leading by a score of 1-0. Paul Skeens has allowed just 2 hits. He has 6 strikeouts. And the Orioles are getting an equally as good performance from Tyler Wells. So it looks like we're going to come up winning 2 days in a row. We have that one at minus 115 tonight, so our $12.90 bet will get us $11.22 back if that holds up here for one more inning and we can keep that under 3.5 runs.
I'm just happy his win-loss record is above water because we talked all year about how he was going to lead the majors in ERA and have a losing record.
Yeah.
He's 10-9 at the moment.
10-9.
And the runaway favorite for the Cy Young. So
1.98 earned run average is Paul Skeens so far this season. Let's update you on what's going on with your Arizona Diamondbacks as well.
Diamondbacks Download. Baseball talk.
All right, last night things got off to a poor start up by the Bay.
0-1 the count to Willie Adames. 2 men on, nobody out for the Giants. 0-0 game. Gallen ready, throws. Swing. There's a high drive. Deep left field. Way back there. Adios. Pelota. And maybe the pain has completely gone away now for Willie Adames.
Yeah, the Willie Adames, a first inning 3-run home run, and the Diamondbacks lost last night to stretch their losing streak to 3 in a row, but they did end that losing streak today with a 5-3 win. Eduardo Rodriguez on the mound today, and they avoid getting swept in San Francisco. Eduardo Rodriguez, 6 1/3 shutout innings. He would strike out 6. He allowed just 2 hits in the ball game. Diamondbacks got all of their runs, or the majority of their runs, in the first 2 innings. Gerardo Perdomo had that error the other night, but homered in the first, had an RBI single as well in the second inning. 5-3 the final, as the D-backs will now head to Minnesota for a 3-game series. All right, we're going to get to our break a little bit early because we've got Mike Golick Jr. coming up next. We'll talk some college football with him. DK on the Sports Tip coming to you live from Showtime Cards. It's Wildcard Wednesday. We just did a box break at the top of the hour. We'll do another box break at the top of the next hour. We did NFL this hour. Maybe we'll see what George gives us. Maybe he'll give us some baseball cards, and we'll give you our question of the day, and we'll ask George about our question of the day, and maybe where that player's card is standing right now and could stand in the future. Cricket is getting you home every 20 minutes on the 5s with your traffic and your weather.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, it's Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather together. Collisions reported Fort Lowell and Stone Avenue in Fort Lowell, Valencia and Benson Highway. Collision at Grant Road and Mountain. Also, we do have some slowdowns northbound on Craycroft, approaching and passing Grant Road, and also on Swan at Grant. For your weather, there's a very slight chance of some showers into the evening. Mostly sunny, 98 tomorrow and 100 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio, 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by eBay. Swapping out your tires? There's nothing like it. With eBay, you find the feel you're looking for, from smooth highway rides to grip for rough terrain. Get all the tires you need at the prices you'll love. eBay. Things people love.
Discover luxury at BMW of Tucson, your premier BMW dealership. Explore our extensive inventory, lease specials, and state-of-the-art service. Visit us at the Tucson Auto Mall or at bmwoftucson.com today.
Average doesn't grow your business. Smart Strategy does. Cumulus digital campaigns outperform industry benchmarks by over 25%. You're not average, and your results shouldn't be either. Visit cumulusdigital.com today to leave average behind.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory. Force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-410-6744. 800-410-6744. 800-410-6744.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Broadway in Tucson presents the 20th anniversary season featuring 7 Tucson premieres, including Disney's Beauty and the Beast, Hell's Kitchen, Moulin Rouge, The Wiz, Back to the Future, Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and more. Secure your signature season tickets today and get the best seats at the lowest prices. Visit BroadwayInTucson.com and secure your 2025-2026 season tickets today.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya guselkumab may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
September is here, the kids are in school, football has started, and it's still hot in the old Pueblo. Picturock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing is your trusted, local, and family-owned air conditioning and plumbing service provider. We have been serving Tucson and the surrounding areas for over 24 years. Call Picturock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing at 520-492-0748 and go to picturockscooling.com to set up your next appointment online.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
Kick off your week with Wildcats Radio 1290 for Modelo Mondays from 6 to 7 p.m. at Union Public House. Enjoy a refreshing Modelo, spin to win prizes, and more. Sponsored by Modelo, brewed for full-time Cats fans, an official partner of Arizona Athletics.
I'm Bill Ryder with a Sports Minute. It may be early in this NFL season, but you have to take advantage of moments when they present themselves. And the fact that the Chiefs lost their opener to the Chargers and that they have the Eagles this upcoming weekend gives one of these teams a chance to seize the momentum. Every single contender, whether they won or lost, showed some flashing signs of concern. But there's a chance here, especially if the Chiefs fall to 0-2, to take the lead in a wide-open AFC. I'm Bill Ryder.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered.
All right, we got Mike Golick Jr. online.
And end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car.
I also did tell him you were a USC guy. So.
Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC.
About 30 seconds.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next-day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. Let's talk some college football. Pleased to be joined on the show right now by Mike Golick Jr. He is an analyst on the college football side. He is also the new pregame show host for Monday Night Football on Westwood One alongside his dad, Mike Golick Sr. And Mike, appreciate you taking a few minutes to join us. First, let's talk about that. How did this whole pregame show come together for you and Dad to kind of lead folks into the Monday night coverage now and during this 2025 season?
Yeah, it was one of those things. Dad had already been calling the Sunday Night Football games for Westwood One on radio, and so he had some familiarity there. And when Rich Eisen was getting set to go over and do some great work at ESPN as a part of their radio lineup there, they needed to fill some space. And so they thought, you know what, we already do a show together over at FanDuel Sports Network, so we got some good reps at doing the father-son thing. I'm not afraid to give my dad a good bit of ribbing every now and then. So with all of that kind of already built in, they figure why not give him a chance? And hopefully they let it last because it's been a lot of fun so far.
You can tell the truth, Mike. He really wanted to get away from our Arizona grad, Ryan Radke, and having to spend Sunday nights with Ryan every week.
Yeah, you know what? Listen, Ryan feels like a third character and a third host on our show pretty often with how much his name gets brought up. So I think that definitely is a factor in all this, no doubt.
Mike, you're obviously also doing analyst work on the Big 12 on TNT this season. Great opportunity to see this league. You were on the Arizona Wildcats game the first week of the year against Hawaii and the Rainbow Warriors. What was your assessment of what you saw from the Wildcats in week one?
Yeah, I thought great energy, and as a former college offensive lineman, great work across the lines of scrimmage. Like, to see defensively what Danny Gonzalez's unit was able to do, putting constant pressure on the quarterback, making it difficult for, a quarterback in Mike Alahado came into that game nursing an ankle injury from their week 0 win over Stanford. It was the exact right game plan, but I just think the pressure they applied on that side of the ball and the way they were to establish that ground game under Seth Dagey on the other side really sent the right message about what they were trying to build as a program for year 2 under Brent Brennan.
Yeah, obviously the defense was awesome. They've been awesome the first 2 weeks. I don't know if have you ever heard Danny Gonzalez in the press conference setting? He's one of those coaches that really makes you want to go out there and play hard.
It was like a running joke for us all week in the lead up because we're fortunate to get to talk to these coaches in meetings ourselves, but you listen to the press conferences during the week to kind of get a sense of what's going on, and it felt like appointment viewing and listening every time Danny stepped to the microphone. And listen, that's what you want out of a defensive coordinator coming in, taking the next step up and getting elevated to that role. I just think it sends a great message to your players to see that kind of energy out of the guy that's calling the plays for you on that side.
Mike Golick Jr. is our guest. He's an analyst, college football on TNT, covering the Big 12, and pregame show host for Monday Night Football on Westwood One. I want to talk a bit about Noah Fifita because Noah it was a little bit of an uneven game in terms of the passing for Noah in that particular performance. One of the things they came out and said was that he was rushing through his progressions, not trusting his eyes as much. Did come back and was more comfortable in game 2, but obviously, what we should. I imagine you've seen Noah play before. What was your assessment of Noah?
Sure. Yeah, no, I think there's some of that's going to come every time you're linking up with a new coordinator, and I think early in the season also, it's his first year without Pedro McMillan at wide receiver for the majority of his life. These guys were so used to having one and the other as their security blanket going into a game. So I'm not surprised that there was a little bit of consternation there. But in general, I thought he did a good job of manning the helm of the offense, being the leader of that team. And that day they didn't need him, right? The ground game was going to win the day. That's something that they envisioned Noah being more of a part of going into the season. But I thought those were typical of early season college football, especially in this day and age.
Who do you think right now, Mike, is the team to beat? It's obviously we haven't played any conference games, but Iowa State looks really good through the first 3 weeks of the season. Baylor looks like a team that can score some points. Texas Tech obviously suffered a big injury with the loss of their running back. Who do you think is the leader in the clubhouse right now going into the start of conference season?
I give a lot of deference to Iowa State, having played some big-time opponents already, right? They go to Dublin and beat Kansas State. They beat Iowa in a rivalry game for the Cyhawk last week. So all of that gives them a ton of respect. But talent-wise, it's hard not to look at what Texas Tech and Utah are trotting out there along the lines of scrimmage. And I think that game in a couple of weeks where you're going to see all those high-priced transfers that Texas Tech has brought in on the defensive front going up and locking horns with a Utah offensive line that's got a couple of bona fide first-rounders on the tackle spots. I think along the trenches, and certainly the quarterback play there, you bring back a veteran in Baron Morton for Texas Tech, and then Devin Dampier is a transfer from New Mexico coming in. We got a chance to talk to him today on Golick and Golick on FanDuel Sports Network, and he plays with such a joy, and I think that is, if you talk to him, pretty clear he's a guy that really is confident in his ability, very comfortable with Jason Beck, their offensive coordinator, who joined him from New Mexico. And I think that continuity combined with what they've got along the lines of scrimmage makes them a really dangerous team.
Yeah, he was a guy we had a chance to see last year when New Mexico came into town, and definitely one of the quarterbacks. It's a really good – I think it's a really good group of quarterbacks across the board when you look at all these teams. And no surprise, they started the quarterback club because there are so many good quarterbacks this year in the Big 12.
Yeah, no, I think it was last week was a good example. We were on the road at Texas Tech, and they were talking about how Baron Morton kind of had a chip on his shoulder because in the preview for the season, there were so many quality quarterbacks in this league that were getting talked about on ESPN and all these different big networks, and his name didn't get mentioned. And I think that's, one, an oversight. He absolutely should be mentioned in that because when healthy, he's been one of the most impactful players in the sport. But also, it is just a testament to, like you said, how deep and how deep with quality this conference is at that position in particular.
Are you guys on the Texas State-Arizona State game this week?
We are. We're heading out to Tempe this weekend. Excited to go and check that out. On both sides, a lot of familiarity. Texas State gave them an incredible game at the beginning of last season where, Arizona State took a little while to get going over a course of a lot of last year. And so I think that's what they're trying to avoid this time around. Last week against Mississippi State, I think Kenny Dillingham and this offense would tell you it took them way too long to kind of get going there. And so it's an interesting challenge for them because on the other side, DJ Kinney the last couple of years has had this offense playing incredibly confident, record-setting football at that school, and I think they come in very confident and unafraid of a team that they did play close last year.
I've always kind of said I think it's, that Arizona State is one of those schools that's kind of a sleeping giant. You're in a major city that a lot of people want to live in, and it's a program that should be good. And I think they've got the right coach now, and Kenny Dillingham, a local guy who's obviously come up through the ranks, so it's not just like a local guy. He's a guy that knows offensive football, and he's really, I think, that the person person that could put that program on the map and keep it consistently on the map, which we haven't always seen with schools like Arizona and Arizona State, where they kind of will be good and then drop back down and then be good and then drop back down. He I think, is the guy that can kind of keep that thing consistently. Would you agree?
I would. I think Kenny has won the right energy to come into a program with all those resources. But like you said, you're trying to wake up what people feel like could be a sleeping giant. And I think his approach to modern college football has always really struck me. He's got a really level-headed take on things like, how they're going to manage the portal, how they want to be supported with NIL. He's unabashed about asking for that support from the Arizona State fan base, from the alumni base. And so with all that in mind, I think you couple that with a really talented quarterback in Sam Levitt that they brought back this year, an incredibly gifted receiver in Jordan Tyson, who may be the best route runner in the sport at the college level right now. And I think all of that has the kind of stuff that can send up the siren. Hey, we're going to come and play a really exciting brand of football. We're going to conference where, because of the depth and quality, you feel like you got a chance to compete every year, and you are in a place that is desirable. And I think he's done a good job of selling to that.
All right, you obviously a Notre Dame guy. I went to the University of Southern California. What do you remember about that rivalry? I hate to hear the talk that rivalry might not continue, which we were hearing throughout the summer. But what were your memories of the Notre Dame USC rivalry when you were in school?
Yeah, I'm hoping cooler heads prevail on that, because I always tell people that was one of those games that I always said, growing up as a Notre Dame fan, my dad, my uncles all playing there. That rivalry certainly meant something in our house and means a lot nationally. It's an important game for college football, and I think making sure that we preserve those kind of games that are part of the fabric of the sport. So much is changing about the game that we love in terms of, hey, the geography of these conferences, how we spread out the college football playoff, and you risk sometimes alienating the fan bases that have been at the center of the sport. And I think this is one of those tentpole games that we want to make sure sticks around. So it meant a lot to me. I love going out to the Coliseum and getting to toss that Trojan peace sign down on the way out with a win. And I know the guys at USC look forward to coming to South Bend and doing the same thing and ruining the day for us. So that's one that I hope continues for a good long time, because really outside of World War II and the pandemic, we've always found a way, and that should continue.
Well, Mike, as a Cleveland native myself, and I'm doing this show from a card shop today, and I'm breaking boxes. If I draw the Bob Golick card with him in a Cleveland Browns uniform, that's definitely the one I'm keeping for sure. I absolutely loved your uncle back in the day when I was coming up. Hey, Mike, I appreciate you.
That's awesome. Good choice.
Yeah, Mike, I appreciate you taking a few minutes to join us. Look forward to talking to you again down the line.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
Mike Golick Jr. He is a football analyst, college football, Big 12 on TNT, and your new host for Monday Night Football, the pregame show on Westwood One. You can hear Monday Night Football over on our sister station, Freedom 1400, for the majority of the season. Once we get out of U of A football, you'll hear Mike and his dad, Mike Sr., with the pregame show probably beginning in December right here as well on Wildcats Radio 1290. Once again, we are at Showtime Cards. We are on East Speedway. Here it is Wildcard Wednesday. I've already broken open 2 boxes of cards. I've got 2 state-of-the-art cards. I got one with Xavier Worthy. I got one with Jaden Daniels. Speaking of Arizona State, I know most of you would probably prefer that I jettison the Jaden Daniels card like I jettisoned the John Elway card. I got Mike Wilson of the Arizona Cardinals. He'll be taking on the Carolina Panthers. In fact, and speaking of the Panthers, I got Bryce Young, the quarterback for the Panthers, who threw those 5 passes to Tetero McMillan this weekend. They will be playing this Sunday at State Farm Stadium against the Arizona Cardinals. It's the Cardinals and the Panthers, and we will have that game for you right here on Wildcats Radio 1290 with pregame coverage starting at noon. We are your official Southern Arizona home of the Carolina Panthers.
DK, real quick, your host started this whole thing by saying the Jaden Daniels card is the most valuable card right now, so don't jettison it. Go ahead and sell it to some Commanders fan or whatever, and buy another pack so you can get some more Browns.
Well, he gave me some sleeves here. I guess the sleeves that you put these things in to keep them looking nice. So
yep.
I'm going to go ahead and I'll definitely throw that one into one of these sleeves here so nothing happens to it. All right, that is J.W. Madden back in studio. We've got 1 hour to go. We're going to break some more boxes here coming up at 5 o'clock. It's DK on the Sports Tip at Showtime Cards, Wildcard Wednesday. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together. Collisions reported Craycroft and 29th Street in Craycroft, Fort Lowell and Stone Avenue, also Valencia and Benson Highway. Road work on Glen west of Campbell, westbound Glen west of Campbell shut down. You could use Fort Lowell instead. So there is a chance of possibly some storms, maybe around 5 to 6 this afternoon. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and 98 and 100 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio, 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Sean Furrier here for Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. Whether you're new to Arizona or you've been driving here for decades, we all share the same roads and the same extreme driving conditions like extreme Arizona heat, extremely large potholes, some extremely flooded roads, and there's always extremely distracted drivers, pedestrians, and that guy who drives a scooter backwards into oncoming traffic. You're driving in the world's largest video game, stopping, starting, turning, heating up, and cooling down. And that's just your afternoon commute. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care's 14 award-winning locations have been helping drivers just like you get home safely for over 60 years. With top-quality tire brands, no hidden extras, and one low price. Jack Furrier has everything you need to stay in the game, like wheel alignments, batteries, brakes, air conditioning, service at prices that won't break the bank. Ask a neighbor or friend about Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care's friendly service, or stop by, make an appointment online, or call ahead to the local's choice. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, since 1960, here to get you there.
The NFL season is rolling, and every touchdown can bring you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. New customers, this one's for you. Bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, score over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code 1290WILDCAT. That's code 1290WILDCAT to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. 21 and over. Arizona only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
This is Ron. I'm the president of Alaskan AC. Our main job is keeping you comfortable, and we hope that puts a smile on your face. But we recently met someone we just made smile just by being on the radio.
I giggle every time I hear you guys come on. My daughter laughs at me because I can hear the jingle start, and I immediately turn the volume up.
That's our new friend, Charisse. Not a customer, just somebody who needed a laugh, and we just happened by.
My husband passed away 5 years ago. I was diagnosed with cancer 5 years ago. I fell into a very dark depression. You guys make me so happy, so
That's awesome.
I can't say thank you enough. I really, truly can't.
awesome. No matter how we made you happy, we just want to say thanks. You're the reason we've been keeping Arizona chill since 1972.
The Grizz cracks me up, and I've actually repeated it to people because some of them don't know who you guys are. So I have to say, oh, you have to listen to them. They're so funny.
Reach out anytime at alaskanac.com.
KCUD Tucson, a Cumulus Media Station. The Wildcats Radio 1290 studios are brought to you by ICCU at ICCU.com. We are your home for Arizona athletics. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Coming to you live from Showtime Cards here on East Speedway. It is Wildcard Wednesday, the first of our series of shows here at Showtime Cards. We're going to be here every single month. How many months are we here, Rodney? Are we here like 11? For the whole entire year? Oh, wow. So we're going to be here once a month for the entire year. That's awesome. So here we go. I gotta make sure I plan my vacations right during the summertime to make sure that I'm here for sure. So when we are here, those mega boxes, folks, normally you got to pay $79.99 for those mega boxes. But when we are here doing the show, those mega boxes are just $39.99. And don't forget, join Showtime Cards Live for their live card breaks. They're going to be out at Soul Sports. That's the sports book, Casino del Sol, one of our great sponsors. Every Thursday, they're going to be out at Soul Sports during NFL Thursday Night Football. We got Bill tomorrow night, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt and the Washington Commanders taking on Micah Parsons. We drew the Micah Parsons Dallas Cowboy card, which our guy George Maris, who sat back down here with us, says is absolutely worthless now because he doesn't play for that team anymore. I want to ask you, one thing I do want to ask you about this, though, George, is so we did draw a couple Hall of Famers here. We drew, obviously, John Elway. So now he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but this is a new card in a new box. So what is that worth, if anything?
It's mostly only worth something to the collector. Someone that's collecting Bronco cards or John Elway. Unfortunately, it doesn't have much value. The main thing you're looking for is the rookie cards.
What you really want is, like you mentioned, a John Elway rookie card.
Rookie card, or on this product, like a piece of the memorabilia, an autograph card, a special insert card. But that's a base card. It's just for the collector, something to put in his collection.
So just for the fact that we're talking about him, if I had a John Elway rookie card, what would the value on something like that be?
He's currently on those. He's 1984. It's based on condition. That's the old cardboard bubblegum cards. He's based on condition. He's somewhere in the $100 to $140 range. If it's a PSA 10, it's $1,000.
Okay. Now, when you say PSA, you've used that term a couple of times. What does that mean?
That's the graded, professionally graded card.
Okay.
So, and they do it on a scale of 1 through 10. 10 being the flawless, perfect card. That's a gem mint. A 9 is a mint. Is almost, just as good as a gem mint. And then a 1 is being like, hey, the card's authentic. It is authentic. And they put it in a special slab that's waterproof and UV protection, and they grade it on a scale of 1 to 10.
So just to kind of the boxes that we broke. So we pulled this state-of-the-art Jaden Daniels.
This one right here.
Yeah, that one there, the first. So if Jaden Daniels goes on to get inducted into Canton one day, could we say potentially right now what a card like this
if he wins the Super Bowl this year, and let's say he goes on a 2-year, he runs back-to-back Super Bowl, that card's $250.
$250.
Just like that. We get it graded. It's gem mint. Now it's a $1,000 card.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
So at one point could this skyrocket to where he's, like you mentioned, you sold cards for millions of dollars? I mean, what would he have to do to get to that point?
I have a card. It's a Kobe Bryant. Topps Chrome. It's like this type of product. It's a PSA 10 Topps Chrome refractor. I bought it 19 years ago, $4,000. Didn't have the money to buy it. Put it on a credit card. I just wanted it for my collection. That card recently sold a little under 200,000.
Wow.
20 years ago, 4,000 to 200K.
So is there an average range for guys like, I mean, you're talking about Kobe, who's, one of the greatest players of all time. The great players you could potentially get a $500,000 card or something of that nature.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That
yeah.
would be something along those
Even new
lines.
cards, you could pull it out of a more high-end product. You could pull a $100,000 card, $250,000 card.
Well, give me a box so I can.
Yes. Recently, actually, one of Max's friend.
Let's wait. I want to get Max over here because I want Max to tell that story. I want Max to tell. Can he tell that story?
Yeah, get over here, Max.
Max.
Yep.
We'll get Max.
He's one of the employees. He's been with me since he was 10, 11. He's learned every ins and out of baseball cards or sports cards, and now he does shows all over the country.
Wow.
But he has a great story that just recently happened. I'm going to put him on. Here he is.
There you go. Yeah, let's get Max up there so he can tell us a little bit about what he did. Now, you, Max, you tell me about this story. You went up and you bought a Shohei Ohtani card.
Yeah, up in Phoenix, there was a card show. My buddy Cole runs a good show. He runs the Arizona State Card Show every year, but this one was at a Sheraton. And one of George's buddy who owns a shop up there, he had this Ohtani card he's had since 2018 when he was a rookie. And I bought it from him. I paid him a good amount for it, but I sold it the next week it was pretty good. It's pretty good.
So you want to talk about the dollars or no?
It's up to you if you want.
Yeah, no, it's your story, man. It's your story.
Yeah, I bought it from him for $50,000, and then next week I sold it for $72,000.
So you made $22,000 turn on. Now, is this just your thing, or was this the business?
That's my card.
That's your
card.
My card. That's your card.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to this event anticipating that there might be something you wanted to buy that was going to be that much money?
No, that was just the opportunity. Yeah,
okay.
That's why you go to these shows. Is the cards are crazy. You never know what's gonna walk in or what's gonna be there. There's just so many things about cards that make it cool.
How are you rolling into one of these things with $50,000? Like how do you roll in with that?
It didn't just happen. I mean, like I said, I've been with George since I was 11. So like it's just all been like consistency. I go every weekend to Phoenix to do cards. It's just all about being consistent.
So do you have like a briefcase with this?
I've got a ton of cards. Yeah, I got a ton of cards. I got like a roller.
I mean with the money. I want to know.
The money.
The money part of it. Like you rolling in with this briefcase.
No.
Like people open up the briefcase and there's all these stacks of money in it.
I don't know if it's all that. I don't know if it's all that, but.
So is that the biggest deal that you've ever done? Or?
That's the most I've ever sold a card for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
I mean, it really didn't happen until COVID. There wasn't really serious money in cards until COVID.
Is that right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there was money, but I mean, there's boxes on the shelf. When I was here, I was a collector at one point. I came in here to like buy cards. That's why I came to see George, is to buy boxes and collect cards, not to like make money.
Uh-huh.
So a box up there that's $2,000, I was buying for $120.
Wow.
Like the point of entry is completely different.
So what got you into this? What got you into cards?
So my dad passed when I was 3.
Oh, wow.
And my mom set like all his old cards, and I came into George to see what they were worth or like what they were, and that's what got me into it.
That's something.
And I've been with George, and I've been doing cards ever since.
You were 12. So you grew up here?
I mean, George is basically kind of like my father, honestly. Like, he's done a lot for me.
So then what do you want to do with that? I mean, is this your career now?
I think it is.
Did
I
you
think
go
it
to
is.
U of A or no? Did you
I didn't even graduate high school.
You didn't graduate high school?
No.
But you've been able to get the science of this business down to where
Yeah.
That's awesome. So do you think you'll eventually have your own store? Do you want to open your own store?
I would, but I mean, I really enjoy doing business with George, and I think I'd like to stay with him.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
So how many shows a year do you go to?
Every week.
So you're at a show every weekend?
And last weekend was my birthday. I was in Dallas.
Okay.
So, and then this weekend we're going up to Phoenix for a show. So, I mean.
How many different cities? Do you go to a lot?
California and Dallas are the main ones I like to go to. Though.
There you go. Outstanding. Well, I appreciate you telling that story,
definitely.
man. If you what's the next? Do you have already in mind maybe what the next big deal could be?
I'm supposed to go buy some cards for my buddy after today, so we'll see how that goes. He's got some good stuff.
Okay, I'll give you. What team do you follow? What team? What's your team? Do you follow a team or?
I mean, I guess we could go Suns or Cardinals. If
Suns
you'd like.
or Cardinals? Okay, so I'm to our question of the day. So
Okay.
Anthony Rizzo retired today.
Did he?
From Major League Baseball, yeah. Long time, came up with the Padres, played here in Tucson for the Tucson Padres in the minor leagues. Obviously won a World Series with the Chicago Cubs. I don't know, do you follow baseball at all?
I do.
Fan?
It's probably my third on. I go basketball, football, baseball,
okay.
unfortunately.
All right, so
but
the question of the day, and if you haven't had a chance yet to vote in our poll, is Anthony Rizzo, okay, so the Cubs for years were the lovable losers.
Yeah.
Right? They couldn't win the World Series. They hadn't won a World Series since like 1908.
Yeah, crazy.
They finally got to the World Series and unfortunately beat my Cleveland Indians in 2016 to win their first World Series in 108 years. All right, there have been some legendary Chicago Cubs, right? You're talking about Lou Boudreau. You're talking about Ernie Banks. You're talking about Ryan Sandberg. But they never won the World Series. Anthony Rizzo won the World Series. So is Anthony Rizzo the most popular Chicago Cub of all time?
I don't think so. I would go Ernie Banks.
Ernie
still.
Banks.
Yeah.
Ernie Banks. Even though Ernie Banks never won a World Series, you would go Ernie Banks.
I would.
We'll have to get George's opinion on
Yeah,
that
let's
as
see
well.
what George thinks.
Ryan, he says Ryan Sandberg. See, now that's my
George
era.
is sharper
That's
than me
my
for
era.
old
My
ba-
era
for-
is that I would say, obviously growing up, Ryan Sandberg was the guy.
Yeah.
But again, and I go back to when you talk about teams, it's about winning championships, and it was that Chris Bryant and Schwarber was on that. I think Schwarber was on that
See,
team
I
too.
kind of hold Chris Bryant like a little higher than him in my head. I do. That's what I'm saying. Like to me, Chris Bryant in that era was a
You would
much
be
better
amazed.
player.
I was looking at, I don't know if I still have the numbers. I was looking
Right?
at the numbers.
Yeah.
Their
He's sick.
numbers that season are almost identical. I'll have to pull it up again in
Were
the break
they?
and get it. The Rizzo and Bryant, that 2016 season had almost identical numbers. Like literally, I think he had Bryant had 20 more at bats. They both had the one more. I think Bryant hit 39 home runs. Rizzo hit 38. Rizzo drove in 7 more runs. They both walked the same amount of times. I think Bryant struck out 50 more times. They had the same batting average. The on-base percentage was like 10 points apart. Literally, it was almost like they were the same player that season in 2000.
However, impact I feel like is more than just numbers too, though.
That's
right?
true.
I
That's
feel like he was
true.
a more loved player at the time too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a question, DK. So if substances were not involved, how come Sammy Sosa's name is never mentioned in these kind of conversations? Because that was a dude I was synonymous with the Cubs, but nobody even brings him up anymore.
Yeah, that's true. That he's kind of locked in. He's kind of locked into that era right there where there was some nonsense happening for sure. But it was a girl boy. But we all loved watching those home runs. So that
was the best era of baseball.
I've always said the league allowed it to happen. So they all should be in because we allowed the league didn't have rules against what was happening at that time. So it's kind of stupid to try to keep all those guys out. I'm sorry, it was Max again?
Yeah.
Max.
They kept him out until it was time to pay him, though.
Right,
Then it was a problem.
There you go. Max, appreciate you dropping by and stopping by. Great story there by Max selling that. First of all, buying a Shohei Ohtani card for $50,000, just rolling in. I still want to know how these guys roll into these events with do they have these backpacks on with just the stacks of bills in them, J-Dub? I mean, it's crazy.
The real question is $22,000 in 2 days is a crazy, that's flipping a house or whatever.
Yeah.
But the real question, DK, is how much is that card worth today?
Oh, yeah. Oh, really? Exactly. So you mean after he sold it for $72,000,
right?
The guy that bought it, has it gone up since then?
I mean, he's got 3 MVPs in the last 4 years, and he's probably the favorite this year again. It's just going up. It's going to go up and up and up, right?
Yeah. I mean, if he wins another MVP, then that card might be worth $100,000 by the end of the year. That's unbelievable, for sure. All right, 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. So, yeah, head on over to Twitter at Wildcats1290. That's our question of the day. Anthony Rizzo. Let's hear that. We have those Anthony Rizzo highlights. Let's hear those real quick. J-Dub, if we have an opportunity to hear those.
Anthony Rizzo, second at bat here in his First major league appearance. Hits that one deep to left center field. A long run for Ankiel. That ball is off the wall. Bounces back, and on his way for 3 is the kid Rizzo, and he is in there. Oh, my.
Rizzo into right field. This ball is out of here. 9-2. Home run for Rizzo to make it a 7-run game again. His first to the World Series.
Yeah, I could have done without those home runs in the World Series against my Cleveland Indians. But Anthony Rizzo, who not only, again, had a really solid major league career, had probably one of the best minor league seasons ever here in Tucson in 2011 when he played with the Tucson Padres. He played in exactly 93 games that season, and he hit 26 home runs, drove in 101 runs, and hit 331 in 93 games at AAA for the Tucson Padres back in 2011. So is he the most popular? Because, again, to me, I don't get me wrong, I love Ernie Banks. I never saw Ernie Banks play. He is Mr. There's a reason he is named Mr. Cub, but he and Sandberg never won a World Series.
Yeah.
Anthony Rizzo won a World Series. He was one of those guys that helped end that drought. So is either him, Chris Bryant, or one of those guys? Are they now should they be the face of the Chicago Cubs franchise?
I think if you ask Cubs fans, right, because they're always the lovable losers was always their whole thing, it would be Sandberg, Banks, or maybe even Ron Santo, right?
Yeah,
because
Santo.
You're talking
There
about
you go,
guys who are like super loyal to Cubs fandom. And so I think those are the guys that Cubs fans love, the people who love Chicago and love sticking with that organization. Obviously, the names you've just mentioned are the ones who brought them to their first title in 100 years. But I think as far as Cubs fans goes, it's those loyal guys who are multiple-time All-Stars that always did it with a big smile on their face, regardless of how good the Cubs were themselves.
So right now, 93% of the people saying, hell no, Anthony Rizzo is not the most popular Chicago Cubs player of all time.
Let's play 2.
There you go. All right. Head on over to Twitter right now, and you can vote in our poll. It'll be up there for another 24 hours. DK on the Sports Tip. We've got much more coming up for you. We still got about 45 minutes to go in the show today, which means you got about 45 minutes to get over here and get that mega box. It is normally $80. You can get it for $40, $39.99.
Does that include takeouts?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, I'll take a $40 mega box while you're there.
There were 2 takeouts, absolutely, for sure. Cricket is getting you home every 20 minutes on the 5s with your traffic and your weather.
From the Auto Nation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather together. Collisions reported Silverbell and Twin Peaks and Silverbell. That's reported as a hit and run. Other collisions, Fort Lowell and Stone Avenue, also Craycroft and 29th Street. Shoulder maintenance work continuing on Sunrise Drive at Pontotoc, weekdays 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. We do have a slight chance of showers, maybe around 6 or 7 tonight, slight chance. Mostly sunny, 98 tomorrow and 99 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio, 1290 Traffic and Weather together.
This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Don't let data limits hold you back from being the gift master in the family group chat. Switch to Straight Talk Wireless and get real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, available at straighttalk.com or Walmart.
Tune into Wildcats Radio 1290 weekly for Brett Brennan's Football Press Conference, where you can catch up on all things Arizona football this season. The Football Press Conference, sponsored by Coors Light.
Kick off your week with Wildcats Radio 1290 for Modelo Mondays from 6 to 7 p.m. at Union Public House. Enjoy a refreshing Modelo, spin to win prizes, and more. Sponsored by Modelo, brewed for full-time Cats fans, an official partner of Arizona Athletics.
Join David Kelly today from 3 to 6 at Showtime Cards for Wildcard Wednesdays. Showtime Cards will have live box breaks happening right in the store. You never know what pools might pop up. Whether you're into baseball, football, basketball, soccer, MMA, comics, Pokemon, Star Wars, or anything in between, Showtime Cards has something for every collector. Catch all the action today, 3 to 6 at Showtime Cards, located on Speedway just east of Craycroft, with Wildcats Radio 1290.
Wow, this is bad.
Oh no, how bad? When will my AC be fixed?
You know, I don't know. It's your flux capacitor. They don't make them anymore. Special order. Couple grand easy.
Oh my God, what?
Don't get air-conned into paying for shoddy service and stuff you don't need. Put Goodfellas on the job. Goodfellas AC will repair or install your AC the right way the first time. You'll know up front exactly what it'll cost and how long it'll take. No surprises and free second opinions. Good service, good prices, Goodfellas.
Quick, she's over here. I don't know. I just found her like this.
Yeah, she's banged up, but she'll be fine.
Oh, thank God. What can I do?
Just need the keys. And, sir?
Yeah?
Your car's gonna be fine.
Thank you.
Mobile detailing from Recon Auto Detailing. Tired of wear and tear on your vehicle or just tired of cleaning it yourself? We'll come to you. Book with us online and see why we have over 1,100 5-star reviews. Recon Auto Detailing. ReconDetail.com.
Proof artisanal pizza and pasta, featuring delicious handcrafted pizza specialties like Polynesian pie, buffalo chicken, veggie pie, pesto chicken, baked potato, mushroom, and artichoke, just to name a few. Hungry yet? Try their handcrafted pastas, carbonara rustico, Feelin' Blue, chicken piccata, green machine. The list goes on. Proof offers pizza and pastas in gluten-free or vegan options. Want more? Proof's artisanal pizza and pasta also has amazing entrees like salmon, mushroom risotto, lasagna, New York strip, and cioppino. Lunch specials noon to 3 and happy hour every day from 3 to 6. Discounted drinks, savory apps, and you guessed it, pizza. Proof artisanal pizza and pasta at the southeast corner of River and Campbell in the St. Philip's Plaza or online at prooftucson.com.
And this Friday, we have a sweet deal for you from Proof Artisanal Pizza and Pasta. You can get a $50 gift certificate for just $25. And this sweet deal will go on sale this Friday morning at 8:30 at WildcatsRadio1290.com.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Tucson. Why do drivers choose Oral Ford? Because nothing beats the Oral Ford Advantage. Here's how it works. Lowest tax rate in Arizona. No tricky dealer add-ons. The largest new Ford inventory in Tucson. And no gimmicks. When I say $6K off MSRP on Broncos, that means all Broncos, not just select models. I will meet or beat any out-the-door price or pay you $500 in cash. I'm Alex Medina, and I'm fired up to bring you the Oral Ford Advantage. Drive a little, save a lot at Oral Ford.
Westwood One presents Today in Women's Sports, sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands. Soccer legend Alex Morgan just had her jersey retired by the San Diego Wave. She joined the NWSL expansion team for their first season in 2022 and won the Golden Boot, awarded to the league's highest goal scorer. The next year, she helped the Wave earn the NWSL Shield, given to the team with the best regular season record. Morgan retired last September, and she has since bought an ownership stake with the Wave. She will always be known for her career with the U.S. national team, leading them to 2 World Cup championships and an Olympic gold medal. Now, her last NWSL club has immortalized her number 13 jersey.
7-year-old Alex had a dream of playing soccer, but not in my wildest dreams could I imagine standing up here, seeing my number get retired, because it just wasn't possible, and now it is.
With Today in Women's Sports, I'm Erica Herskowitz on Westwood One.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first.
Hold it. Nobody covers your cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, Your floor mats are cleaned and delivered. And your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe. Jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
520-848-1290, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. We're coming to you live from Showtime Cards here on East Speedway. It is Wildcard Wednesday. You've got about a little over half an hour left to get down here and get you one of those mega boxes. Normally costs you $79.99. But right now, it's only $39.99, and it'll be that way every time we are out here. And we're going to be out here once a month for the rest of the year. 1 year. We'll do 12 shows out here, one every single month. I already drew a state-of-the-art Jaden Daniels card. Don't forget, Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders will play the Green Bay Packers. You can hear that game tomorrow night with Ja'Cory Cross-Merritt, who scored a touchdown in his first NFL game. You can hear it right here on Wildcats Radio 1290. Coverage begins at 4:30. And then on Sunday, it's the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. We'll have coverage of that starting at noon. Game number 2 of the NFL season. Panthers will be looking for their first win. Cardinals will be looking to go to 2-0. And we will see maybe if we get a little bit more of this guy playing for the Carolina Panthers on Sunday.
The running back off play action. Rudolph floats one in. It's picked off by the rookie, Lathan Ransom. Pinballs off. A Steeler, and finally gang tackled.
Mason Rudolph just doesn't see him falling off. He was trying to get the deep over, and he laid it up. That's probably going to be one of the easier interceptions that Lathan will have in his career.
That is not true. He's a DB.
My gosh.
He's a DB. It's a challenge. It's not a given.
Why are you so hard on DBs?
Lathan Ransom, who had that interception during the preseason, did not see a ton of action in game number 1. He played just 9 snaps on defense, 12 snaps on special teams, so he did get on the field, but not a lot on the defensive side at the safety position. Could that change in week number 2? Let's hear from Dave Canales, the head coach of the Carolina Panthers.
I think that they're both pretty versatile guys, so I don't think it's completely that way, but I think Lathan will get his chances, and as he continues to do the right things and show the type of play style that we've seen from him, I think he'll give us confidence, to give him a shot at some point. But right now, I like the group the way they're at, and we just have to continue to get better at our football.
There you go. It's a waiting process sometimes for those young players. Lathan Ransom, a 4th-round pick, and a young man with a lot of high upside, but may have to wait his turn in that defensive backfield for the Carolina Panthers. Again, Panthers and Cardinals Sunday right here on Wildcats Radio 1290. Coverage begins with the Carolina Panthers pregame show at noon with kickoff at 1 o'clock. Last night, the final home game of the regular season for the Phoenix Mercury did not go as well as they would have.
I don't have highlights.
Losing to the Los Angeles Sparks by a score of 88-83. So now back-to-back losses after a 7-game winning streak for the Mercury. 24 points for Saltu Sabally in that game. How about just another triple-double for Alyssa Thomas?
Apparently, it was the fastest of all time. Is what they're saying.
The fastest the player has gotten to a triple-double in the WNBA?
21 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah,
10 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists for Alyssa Thomas. Let's hear from Alyssa and Saltu after the game. AT starts off talking about that she's not thinking about any of those personal accomplishments.
I don't think
it's something I'm thinking about right now. I think when it's all said and done, and I look back on my career, then I'll reflect on it. But right now it's just doing me.
Satu, you got a couple of leaders of the team right here, but how much does it mean to get to be on the bench and see the back half of the bench competing at a high level against a Sparks team, giving their all right now?
It's so much fun to watch our people play. We're really down to all 12, just really great players, and you could absolutely see that. We saw them more in the first half of the season, but that's also a reason why we are so high in the standings, and I'm glad they got to show what they got.
Speaking of the standings, it is official. You guys will be playing New York in the first round. Have you guys done any extensive preparation for them before today? Because they did say that they were preparing for you guys a couple days ago.
Oh, we're preparing.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely preparing. I mean, I think everyone knew that this was going to be a first-round matchup, so, yeah, we're definitely already preparing for them.
So what do you think are going to be the biggest challenges with the Liberty?
I mean, like any team. I mean, they're really big. I mean, they've been here before. Clearly, they're reigning champs. For us, it's about playing our games. We gotta look back at all the video over the 4 games that we played them. Last game they weren't full strength. So for us, it's just seeing what worked against them and go out there with a great game plan.
So I just felt like one of the more balanced scoring, production-wise, at the rim and from the three-point line in probably a couple of weeks now. How important is that balance of being able to get downhill and spend a lot of time in the paint and getting to the free throw line for your team?
I know it helps my team just to create more pressure in the paint, and it will also just create more space out on the three. So just being more aggressive and finding that. But I think that every game is also a little different. Like, I just take what they give me, and today they were a little susceptible to the drives.
When you guys reflect on your first regular season in Phoenix, how does, I guess, the result of this season, at least the regular season, compared to kind of the expectation you guys had when the trade first happened?
Well, I can start with it because I really came here to become a better player. And I've been challenged so much by AT, Ka, DB, and I'm so grateful that I came here. I'm really happy that I'm here because I'm really learning so much basketball. IQ from the practice, how to compose myself and be a professional. I'm just super happy that I made that decision. And now we're at the end of the season, and I feel like now everything came together. But I'm really looking up to these ladies, and it's been great for me.
All right, that is Satu Sabally and Alyssa Thomas last night after an 88-83 loss to the Los Angeles Sparks. 1 game left to go. That'll be tomorrow night down in Dallas against the Dallas Stars. So all 8 of the playoff positions have been secured now as Seattle wrapped up the 8th spot. So it'll be Seattle and Minnesota in the first round. It'll be Las Vegas as they continue to roll 15 consecutive wins for the Las Vegas Aces.
Wow.
They are the number 2 seed behind Minnesota. They will host Golden State, the surprise team. In their first season, they make the postseason at 23-20. The 3-6 matchup will be the Atlanta Dream against the Indiana Fever. So the Fever finish out with a 3-game winning streak and get in at 24-20. They'll be on the road, and the other series will be 4-5. The Phoenix Mercury hosting the New York Liberty. So it'll be Phoenix, New York, and then potentially a date with either Minnesota or Seattle in round 2 if you can advance. That will be how the WNBA playoffs look. Also, we've been following Eurobasket 2025 and another big win for Lauri Markkanen and company as they advance to the semifinals with a victory over Georgia today. Let's hear a little bit from that game.
Lauri Markkanen, got it! Good job, Combo, picking it up. Here's Markkanen, he gets the lob! Oh, a reverse alley-oop! Little over-the-shoulder pass. Oh, look at that, read by Mamu, he's gonna go in for the jam! Look at that! And the Georgians are storming back! Shot clock about to expire. Kamwa, they got to get it up. They barely get it up, and he hits a huge three. What a break for Finland. And now they have beaten Georgia, holding on against an incredible fight back by Georgia to win and advance to the semifinals.
So Finland is in the semifinals. They will play Germany. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Because Germany won.
So this is the first ever trip to the semifinals for Finland, first and foremost. And they have one NBA player, DK. They have Lauri Markkanen is the only NBA player. In the other side of the bracket, it was Germany versus Slovenia.
Right.
And people out there might know that Slovenia is the home to one Luka Doncic. So it was Germany, which has been one of the thorns in the American side. I believe that was the team that won 3 years ago in the World Championships. Germany, full of NBA players. They've got, obviously Dennis Schroeder. They have Tristan da Silva. You might remember him a little bit. Franz Wagner. They came back against Slovenia. They were up by Slovenia was up by 5 points at the end of the third. Germany came storming back, won that game 99-91. So it will be Germany versus Finland in the semifinals of Eurobasket 2025.
All right, Lauri Markkanen today scored, 15 points. 17 points. Lauri had 6 rebounds in the ball game to go along with 2 assists in 27 minutes. So continuing to, he has been a dynamo since this tournament began, and continuing to do so with his performance today. Do we have do we have sound from him? I think you said.
I do. Yeah. Some reporters caught up with him by the locker, surrounded by many other players. DK.
We go one game at a time. We're obviously happy for the win. We thought that this is something that we need to do, and this was our goal from day one to reach the semis. And you get hunger as you keep going. We know the group that we have. We're so together as a group, and we cheer for each other. And so I think we can still make a push, and so we're definitely not done yet.
Can you describe this game and the game against Serbia in several sentences how it would look?
Team wins. That's all it is. We've been together a lot this summer and learned from each other and pushed each other in practice and games, and we expect big things from the group.
There you go, Lauri Markkanen after a win by Finland today in Eurobasket to get to the semifinals against Germany.
Greece and Turkey are on the other side.
There we go. Greece and Turkey. 520-848-1290. We're at Showtime Cards, East Speedway. It's Wildcard Wednesday. We got one more segment to go. We got your Casino del Sol replay straight ahead, as well as a little bit more. Cricket getting you home right now every 20 minutes on the 5s with your traffic and your weather.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather together. Slowdowns both directions on Swan approaching Grant. Back up southbound Swan approaching Speedway, and also really busy for northbound traffic on Craycroft approaching and passing Grant Road. And collision reported Speedway west of I-10. There is a very slight chance of showers, maybe around 6 or 7 tonight. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and 98 and 98 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather together.
AutoNation Honda Tucson at the Auto Mall is your premier automotive destination in town. Explore the new 2025 Honda models and extensive collection of pre-owned vehicles. Experience no-hassle financing and our no-haggle one-price selection. Visit AutoNation Honda Tucson at the Auto Mall today.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Join David Kelly today from 3 to 6 at Showtime Cards for Wildcard Wednesdays. Showtime Cards will have live box breaks happening right in the store. You never know what pulls might pop up. Whether you're into baseball, football, basketball, soccer, MMA, comics, Pokemon, Star Wars, or anything in between, Showtime Cards has something for every collector. Catch all the action today, 3 to 6 at Showtime Cards, located on Speedway just east of Craycroft, with Wildcats Radio 1290.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. At Progressive, we offer auto, home, and commercial auto insurance, plus a variety of business insurance options to cover your small business needs and more. Visit Progressive.com today.
Some things can steal your sunshine.
I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken.
Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hi, it's me, Flo, here to tell you that with the Progressive Home and Auto Bundle, you get 24/7 protection, so you're covered no matter where the day takes you.
Even bad hair day?
Yep.
And tree branch fell on my car day?
Especially that day. Progressive has you covered 24/7 for your home and auto.
How about thought it was chicken, but it was tuna day? Or overnight construction outside my bedroom day?
Those days too.
Great, because that was each day this week.
Been there. Well, at least your home and auto are covered every day with Progressive.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Tobacco Barn presents the continuing saga of Captain Tobacco.
My hero! To advertise up to 40% off at Tobacco Barn, paying no city or state sales tax, and saving up to $3 off with a coupon at TobaccoBarnTucson.com, I'm going to jump from this airplane at 30,000 feet.
I hope he's careful.
It's Tucson's only place to save up to 40% on all your favorite tobacco products. You'll pay no city or state sales tax because they're on the reservation.
Wait, where's the ripcord?
And save up to another $3 off with a coupon at TobaccoBarnTucson.com.
Oh no, he forgot his parachute.
I did it!
Hooray!
That's why I'm Captain Tobacco!
Captain, you seem a little shorter.
I prefer vertically challenged, my dear.
Tobacco Barn, Nogales Highway just south of Valencia. Check TobaccoBarnTucson.com.
Or did everyone else get taller?
Oh, brother.
This is Ron. I'm the president of Alaskan AC. Our main job is keeping you comfortable, and we hope that puts a smile on your face. But we recently met someone we just made smile just by being on the radio.
I giggle every time I hear you guys come on. My daughter laughs at me because I can hear the jingle start and I immediately turn the volume up.
That's our new friend, Charisse. Not a customer, just somebody who needed a laugh, and we just happened by.
My husband passed away 5 years ago. I was diagnosed with cancer 5 years ago. I fell into a very dark depression. You guys make me so happy, so I can't say thank you enough. I really, truly can't.
That's awesome. No matter how we made you happy, we just want to say thanks. You're the reason we've been keeping Arizona chill since 1972.
The Grizz cracks me up, and I've actually repeated it to people because some of them don't know who you guys are. Mm-hmm. So I have to say, oh, you have to listen to them. They're so funny.
Reach out anytime at AlaskanAC.com.
Tune into Wildcats Radio 1290 weekly for Brett Brennan's Football Press Conference, where you can catch up on all things Arizona football this season. The Football Press Conference, sponsored by Coors Light.
This is Zach Gelb with the Sports Minute, sponsored by Chumba Casino. Your online casino for plays, spins, and a chance to score. Must be 21 and over. Terms at ChumbaCasino.com. It's no longer a matter of if Billy Napier is going to get fired, but it just as to when. And when the inevitable happens, some will say that John Gruden should get the job, but I don't think that's going to go down. So if I had to throw a dart in the board today to predict the next coach at Florida, I'm rocking and rolling with Georgia's defensive coordinator, Glenn Schumann. I'm Zach Gelb.
Chumba Casino brings non-stop fun straight to your screen. Anytime, anywhere. Explore hundreds of games like slots, blackjack, and instant scratch-style cards. Sign up to unlock your free welcome bonus and daily login bonuses. And enjoy your chance at exciting prizes without spending a thing. Just click, play, and enjoy the ride. Sponsored by VGW Group. No purchase necessary. See terms at ChumbaCasino.com. Must be over 21 and present in a state where it's legal to play.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Also that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
520-848-1290, 520-848-1290, our final segment here from Showtime Cards It is Wildcard Wednesday. We've already broken open one box of football cards. George Marius joins us now. We're going to dive into some
let's do some baseball
cards.
Yeah.
First of all, you were showing me this Roki Sasaki card here. What's this card here about?
So that's a Roki Sasaki. We pulled that in one of the box breaks we were talking about earlier. Yeah. That's a superfractor. That is the one-of-one rookie card of him. It's the only one in existence.
Now, what does one-of-one mean again?
It's basically the only one in existence.
Just this
parallel.
card here?
Yep.
Okay.
So you see how it's stamped here? It's actually stamped one-of-one.
Right.
And it looks kind of bugged out. It's like a metal card.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a one-to-one, so there is no real set pricing, and that basically, it depends on player performance. Right now, we have it priced at $3,500.
$3,500 for this one-of-one Roki Sasaki card.
That's
so
it.
Now, if somebody came in here, they bought it. So how many? I guess my question is, like, if somebody comes in and buys this card, is it somebody that really wants to keep it, or is it somebody? What's the percentage
Usually,
of people that would
on this
keep
one,
a card?
Actually, on this one, it could be both. It could be an investor, or it could be the guy that actually collects. We pulled the Jackson Holiday Superfractor last year of him on Finest, and the guy came in he was he owned an advertising agency, and he rolled in a brand new Rolls Royce. And he bought the Jackson Holiday. I think he paid like $5,000 or $7,000. But he rolled in a brand new Rolls Royce, and he was showing us the car, and it was white, and in the inside it was. No, maybe I think the color was the color of the Orioles. It was orange. It was orange and black.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's something for sure.
So he was obviously the end guy, but sometimes some investor, he might be like, hey, I want to buy Ohtani Superfractor. I believe he's going to be the best ever, and he's going to spend whatever $200,000 on this card, and it could spend whatever $200,000 on this card, and it could be potentially $1 million card.
You didn't agree with my question of the day that Anthony Rizzo is the most popular
No.
Cub of all time.
Not most popular.
No, who would you say?
I mean, he won the championship, but sometimes
that's the point of the question is like he was the guy, one of the guys that helped get them that World Series that was so elusive. Does that put him in a different stratosphere than, say, I think Rodney mentioned, Andre Dawson, who was a guy. I mean, I grew up watching Sandberg and the Sarge. I mean, those were my years. Lee Smith and those guys.
Right.
But it was those Chris Bryant and Anthony Rizzo teams that got them the title. So should they be on a higher platform?
So as far as popularity, Chris Bryant.
Yeah.
So if that's the question, is the most popular,
right?
And then you want to put effective like a championship ring, I would say Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
I wouldn't necessarily disagree with that either. But Anthony Rizzo retired today, so we asked the question.
Oh, he did. Wow. Okay.
He retired at 14 years.
One of his things is he complained that seasons were too long.
Yeah.
So he obviously, I think he retired a bit early.
Yeah.
But he was always complaining. He's like, I'll take a pay cut if we cut down the seasons, and the players were like, speak for yourself. Like, don't include us in that one.
One of the greatest minor league seasons in Tucson minor league history when he played here with
San
the
Diego Padres, or the Tucson Padres.
2011.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's break open a baseball
All right,
box.
let's do
see
it.
What we got.
So this product is.
I'm a huge baseball fan, so we got to break open some baseball cards
Yeah,
here.
nice. I'm glad we're opening because that's what it is. People associate with cards with baseball cards.
Yeah,
and that's what it
exactly
started.
Right. If you can't do cards without
baseball. Yeah.
Right.
So I'm glad you asked. This is Topps Chrome. This is the most popular product, home of the rookie cards.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and bust some packs.
Let's go.
And you beat me. Yeah, you beat me on the first one. You beat me on the. So he won all the. I gave him all the cards, all the packs, and we're gonna play again.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Tyler Fitzgerald. I don't know that I know much about Tyler Fitzgerald of the Giants. Okay.
Nolan Gorman. I do know about him. Do you know about him?
I do.
Yeah. Well, Arizona player. I think he went to Glendale, Arizona.
Yeah, he's from Arizona.
He's from
Absolutely.
Arizona.
Now, speaking of Nolan Arenado of the St. Louis Cardinals.
And that's the old throwback, a 1990 retro-looking card.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because he's wearing the retro jersey.
No, the design of the card.
The whole design,
yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looks kind of retro there. Logan Gilbert, a pitcher for the Mariners. Don't really know much about Logan Gilbert.
Same. That's a Ray Wave. That's a cool card.
Oh, Kumar Rocker, the kid from Vanderbilt, who has battled injuries but could potentially be a star someday.
Yep.
I would hold on to Kumar Rocker.
Same.
I think he
Same.
might be a guy that could
and
be
that
good
has the
one day.
rookie card logo.
Okay, there you
so
go.
So that is a true rookie card.
There we go.
I got a Jackson Merrill.
All
who's
right.
phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, San Diego
Yep.
Padres.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Great young star.
Yep.
Yeah, I would
Kevin
keep that for sure.
Alcantara, that's a Ray Wave rookie.
Okay. Now, what does that mean?
That's design. It's a rare design. It's a parallel is what they call it, and it is a rookie card. So it's a true rookie card, and it's your Cubbies we were just talking about today.
Right.
So some of the big market teams always demand more pricing. New York Yankees, LA Dodgers, and Chicago Cubs.
Now, there are only 4 cards in these baseball packs. Why we opened the football and there were way more?
It's just a better product. It's the chrome, and they know they can get away with selling.
Well, I got to open 2 then.
Yes, open 2. Yep, exactly. I know we have to keep going.
I got to open 2 packs if there's only going to be 4 in there
Yep.
for that. We got to see what else I got in my second.
This
pack.
is really cool.
Oh, Goldie.
That's
Goldie,
a nice one.
Paul Goldschmidt. I loved him when he played here with the Cardinal, with the Diamondbacks.
With the Diamondback, he was well loved with the Diamondback. I think he made his career with the Diamondback. He did, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely, absolutely came up. Jack Koknowitz, I don't know who he is. I would have loved a Chase Silseth card. He went to the University of
Sometimes
Arizona.
I'm like that on the
Ronald
breaks.
Acuna Jr.
That's a great one.
Ronald Acuna Jr. All right, now these are like, so this is just a normal card.
No,
right?
you see how it's really shiny? It almost looks like a mirror. That's called a refractor.
Refractor card, okay. And now, not all the cards are refractor cards, or are they?
Not all the cards are refractor cards.
Okay.
Nope.
Hee-Sung Kim from the Dodgers. I think he's a young guy.
He's tremendous. That's a rookie card.
Okay, is
Yep.
it? Yep.
He plays second base, outfielder.
Right.
I love him.
Okay, and Bo Bichette. Now this is a.
That's called a sepia.
Sepia.
A sepia refractor.
Okay.
And on the box it says find 4 sepia refractor parallels inside.
Okay.
So that's one of the rare ones.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
That was nice. It's not too shabby.
All right. Who do you got in your second set?
All right. Let's see. Let's check it out. Nick Castellanos.
Yeah, Nick Castellanos from the Phillies.
He's had a great career. Exactly.
Player.
Adley Rushman, we were just talking about.
Yeah, shortstop. Or catcher.
Catcher.
For the
we
Warriors.
actually pulled someone in here pulled out of a hobby box the Superfractor Topps Chrome Adley Rushman.
Right.
The Orioles super collector we were talking about who pulled. That's how we met him. I actually sold him this card, the 101 Superfractor, $18,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
18,000.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
Brandon
crazy.
Nimmo. He's
Brandon
actually
Nimmo?
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Brandon Nimmo for the Mets. Yep.
And Matt McClain with the Cincinnati Reds.
There we go.
Not spectacular on that pack, but let's do one more each.
Okay, one more. Okay, we will do one more each. Got to get the sound of the paper on the radio.
Oh, that's the best part. Yeah.
Okay, Mark Vintios. Mark Vintios from the Mets. Edgardo Enriquez, pitcher for the Dodgers. I don't know if he's still with the club. He's wearing a number 60.
60, it's a rookie card.
He could be in AAA. Who knows?
That's a nice one.
Future Stars. Jordan Westberg of
Nice.
the Orioles.
Nice. Yep.
So that's just a future star card.
That's an insert.
Okay. There you go.
Hey, DK, these pack openings right now are also the replay.
There we go.
Casino del Sol.
Okay, we'll do that. These are our Casino del Sol replays for today. Brought to you by, got to get all the sponsors in, Casino del Sol, home of award-winning dining, gaming, resorts, and golf. Zach Wheeler, one of the top pitchers for the Phillies. They're running away with the National League's East Division. And
it's a great team.
Carlos Narvaez.
That's one of the sepia refractor rookie cards.
Now these is this a full black and white?
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
Okay.
Yep.
So is that what sepia means?
I
Like
think
a black
so.
and white
I think
card,
it's
or?
like the color of it.
Okay.
It's a photograph term, I believe.
Okay, what'd you get in your second?
1 minute.
1 minute. Devin Williams, Josh Lowe, who else? Alec Burleson, and Dustin Harris.
There you go.
Yep, that's a rookie card, but there's one pack. If you want to rifle through that real quick, we got about 30 seconds.
We'll wait.
We'll wait. We'll leave that one.
Sure, I appreciate you having us. We're looking forward to being here every single month for the next year. It is called Wildcard Wednesday.
My
We'll
pleasure.
Look forward to coming back here in October, right around my
Yep,
birthday
and
time.
then come and see us tomorrow. We'll be at the Casino del Sol.
That's right.
Every Thursday.
There we go. Casino del Sol every Thursday, Sol Sports for Thursday night football, which you can hear right here on Wildcats Radio 1290. Thanks to Mike Golick for joining us, Savannah Michelle from Pima Soccer, Sharita Stubbs, head coach of Arizona Volleyball, for J-Dub, for cricket, for Dragon Ball. My name is David Kelly. That's our time for tonight. Thank you very much for your time. We'll talk to you tomorrow. DK on the Sports Tip right here, 3 o'clock. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
From the Auto Nation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together.
Thank you, man.
Speedway west of I-10 collision reported, some slowing southbound Alvernon at Grant, traffic on Swan at Grant, and northbound Craycroft approaching and passing Grant. Very slight chance of showers a little later into this evening. Mostly sunny, 98 tomorrow and 97 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic.
This report is sponsored by Superstar Car Wash.
Superstar Car Wash, the car wash with superpowers. Sign up for a free car wash today. That's right, totally free for a limited time. Because we love what makes you shine. See website for details.
Why do Tucson drivers choose Oro Ford? It's the exclusive Oro Ford Advantage. I'll break it down for you. Save 2% on taxes right off the top. No expensive dealer add-ons, no gimmicks. When I say $6K off MSRP on Explorers, that's every Explorer, not just select models. I will meet or beat any out-the-door price or pay you $500 cash. I'm Alex Medina. We're proud to bring you the exclusive Oro Ford Advantage.
Are you ready for Friday Night Lights at Arizona Stadium? We've got a great matchup for you as Arizona football takes on Kansas State Friday night at 6. Friday night is also Retro Night. Be sure to pick up your retro gear at the campus store or inside the stadium as we celebrate Arizona football of years past and enjoy a special drone show at halftime. Get your tickets now by calling 520-621-2287 or by visiting ArizonaWildcats.com/FB. Arizona, Kansas State, Friday. Bear down.
We all know just because gifts for loved ones can look like flowers, a spa day, or maybe even planning date night. But what about something that will truly last and protect your loved ones along the way? I'm talking about life insurance. I called SelectQuote to secure our coverage and couldn't believe how easy and affordable it was. I'm 40, and my $500,000 policy was only $16 a month. My husband's also 40, and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. And with their same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. With monthly payments less than the cost of a bouquet of flowers, this is the perfect time to make sure your family is protected.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-596-2626 or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-596-2626. 1-800-596-2626. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
September is here. The kids are in school, football has started, and it's still hot in the old Pueblo. Picture Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing is your trusted, local, and family-owned air conditioning and plumbing service provider. We have been serving Tucson and the surrounding areas for over 24 years. Call Picture Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing at 520-492-0748 or go to picturerockscooling.com to set up your next appointment online.
Picture Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
Get your backyard summer ready with a custom pool from First Choice Pools. A backyard oasis built around you. First Choice is a full-service builder of beautiful in-ground pools and backyard designs for years of staycations. If you want to dive in this summer, now is the time.